degrees down here in Louisiana.
I don't think they're going to do it.
Oh, what a beautiful day. I'm stuck in a truck.
And our bills were created. But look, these are powerful companies, not companies, they're countries. And they spend a lot of money to block this legislation. They block this almost every single time. But if Senator Schumer would put the bill on the floor, the bills, I should say, they will pass. I think the House will pass it.
Do you equate someone apologizing for something with someone taking responsibility for something?
What's going on? What's going on? Let's get down this road. Happy Hump Day.
Quite clearly, no question on that issue.
Weekend is almost here, although it don't matter to me because I'm be on the road. Payday is almost here, and
Your reporter made an excellent point. Look, Mark Zuckerberg is a smart, and he's been well coached by lawyers, and he apologized for what has happened.
hit that like button. Let's go. Let's go. How y'all doing today?
It was my fault. And
such a beautiful day, trucking. On my way to Georgia, I got 541 more miles to go.
Excuse sir, let's get your take on
Be there sometime after midnight.
Your colleague, Senator Langford of Oklahoma, is going under a lot of pressure.
Currently in Louisiana.
Don't need to try this middle ground bipartisan deal, whatever you call it. Let's make this a campaign issue this year.
Nice, beautiful day.
I think this is a long
Yes, sir. Hit that like button for me. Hit that like button. I gotta clean up the inside of this truck. It's junky, but it's warm, so it'll be easier for to help me clean it out. It's cold. I get a little lazy and shit. Yeah, I gotta clean up in here. It's not dirty. It's just junky and got a little bit too much shit up in here. I gotta get up out of here. I gotta get my portable toilet. Look at that. That IBS flare-ups kicking my ass. I have to be pulling over, find a truck stop, find a rest areas. No, fuck that. Get my portable toilet, some gloves, and some wipes, and I'm good to go. Israel, y'all need to wipe Hamas completely off the map. I'm so sick of Hamas. Wipe their ass off the damn map. Fuck them. radar on here, and you can actually see the speed. So the vehicle in front of you, and this motherfucker, this truck goes 72. That white pickup truck right there is doing 70 on the dot. Bullshitting around. I mean, damn. Police give you 5 over shit, do 75 shit. TJ, what's up? What's good with you? How you doing today, bro? Clustering up, so causing a little cluster fuck. Y'all ass on my damn way. Yeah, I saw that you was talking about it with James. That's a good thing. Donating some of that stuff for those who need it. Yeah, so I salute you on that, TJ. Why they don't need to put no speed limiters on these trucks. They already bullshitting as it is. Don't need no damn limiters to fuck up traffic even more. Yeah, you do it at least once a year. That's what's up on that. Yeah. I originally was supposed to go in the Marines. I was thinking about it in the year 2000 and 2001, that summer 2001. I was like, no, I was going to do the Marines, but then I saw about the Army Reserves and I could go to college. Plot twist, I didn't go to college. That summer 2001, I was like, no, I'll sign up for the Army Reserves instead. That was like July. No, I just went live. I went live after James ended. Yeah, after the 2001, I was like, I'll sign up for the Army Reserve. I was still 16 though, so I had to wait till at least December when I turned 17. But I did not know things were going to change. One little event on a Tuesday in September 2001 changed everything for me. I finally signed up in 2002. I was actually drilling at my reserve unit while I was still in high school. And I remember asking the recruiter, because it was just Afghanistan going on by then. I was like, what are the chances of me going to Afghanistan? He was like, you see, there was a poster on the wall of how many people in the Army, and it was over 1 million something. And he was like, you see that? The chances are real small that you will end up going to serve for Afghanistan. And he was right. I ended up getting deployed for Iraqi freedom. Oh yeah, that event changed everything. You see, plus I already lived in a military town in South Carolina, Sumter, South Carolina at the time. We got Shaw Air Force Base, and I was also in JROTC, so I already had veterans in my family. Then you're surrounded by a whole bunch of people who parents and relatives were already serving in the Air Force at Shaw Air Force Base, and also a lot of people are retired from Fort Jackson, moved to Sumter, and all of that. So yeah, it definitely affected us big time. Was in Iraq last year. The last year before you left. thank him for his service. But yeah, we in some troubling times right now. We are definitely in some troubling times right now. Yeah, I'll sign back up so I'll break my leg or something so I can find disability and get my final 30. Oh, I don't need to be talking about that. Damn, I need to cut that off my damn line. Very few people know I get disability and I don't want nobody I know that I should get this line. Cause I ain't got time for that begging shit. They was begging the fuck out of me last year in 2023. I'm like, we all begging me for? I told y'all dumbasses to vote for Trump. If you voted for Trump, you wouldn't be damn begging. Shit. Y'all daddy Biden got y'all ass begging. Bidenomics got y'all begging. Fuck y'all. Leave me alone. I'm broke. But yeah, we already basically we had pre-kickoff to World War III. We had the pre-kickoff to World War III. All it's gonna take is one more incident. I don't know from who or where. I don't know if it's gonna be if China decides to go ahead and go for Taiwan. I don't know if it's North Korea is gonna start lobbing missile rockets and shit, artillery into South Korea or what, but it's gonna take one more major incident. Yeah, lights went to shit. Everything went to shit since Trump got out of office. God damn. Yeah, technically speaking, I said World War III. I would say World War III already started when China sent that virus. That's basically biological warfare. Gotta be safe, be prepared. Hell, I need to start getting prepared my damn self. I've been slacking off on a lot of shit. What's up, Willie? How you doing, bro? What's going on with you? What's up, Nicholas Earl? How you doing, bro? What's going on with you? Y'all hit that like button for me. I can start getting my numbers up. I want to get monetized too. Yeah. I need streams of income. I need to buy some pussy. Nah, but for real. Today's a good day. 68. It dropped down to 68 degrees right now in Louisiana. I'm on my way to Georgia. That's what's up. Appreciate the like, Nick. Appreciate that, y'all. It's a good day, a beautiful day, and I'm stuck in the trunk, but hell, ain't no complaints. Payday coming up. Disability payday coming up, so I'm feeling all good. Remind me to cut that part out too. The beggars are subscribed to me. Speaking of begging, I'm begging. Hit my cash out. Hey, Willie. Hey, cut it out, Willie. Cut it out, Willie. James in a good. Well, other than the fact it's cold where he lives, but shit. I I wish I was stuck in the damn. Well, damn. Let me take that back, cause I mean some kinky ass shit. So I'd be stuck in the basement with a dominatrix or something, and I do switch. So sometimes I'll be the dominant one, sometimes I'll be the submissive one. So now I don't need to be in no basement. I'm too kinky. Oh, you about to call it a day, Nicholas? That's what's up. What kind of dog you got? Hey, Willie, when I get down to Florida, get down to Sarasota, you gotta find me some 20-something-year-old women for me.
Hi, I'm Kathy Hill, founder of Tax Tiger. If you happen to have unfiled or unpaid taxes, Tax Tiger.
Yes, sir, Willie, you gotta do that for me, bro.
Bank levies and negotiate awesome settlements. Above all, Tax Tiger.
Oh, Australian Shepherd, mini Australian Shepherd. I had it wasn't a mini, but I had an Australian Shepherd when I was a kid. His name was Max. He was black. He was all black basically, but his chest had white on it, and I miss Max. I don't know what happened to him. Hot Mexican for me. That'll work, Willie. Don't you get started, Willie. Cause I think I know who you're talking about. Cutting up, Willie. But yeah, my Australian Shepherd, Max. Hey, I remember I got off the bus one day. I'm walking down to the house. Oh, black, white, and brown. Yeah. And I see a black dog. I'm thinking it was my neighbor's Rottweiler that got out. You know, I was standing at least about 10, 15 minutes away. Didn't want to walk down further. And the dog just kept looking at me. Yeah, I said, finally, fuck it. If it starts chasing me, I'll go. I get close, I look. I'm like, Max, what the hell? Why is my dog out the fence? Max was like, you're my owner. Why are you so scared to come down here? I'm like, what the hell? Then every time I notice he somehow end up out the fence. Come to find out, Max's ass was doing running jump starts and jumping the fence. I'm like, oh my God. And I remember one night it had snowed. It was like March 1998. We had got snowed. And then like a few days later, a day or two later, I thought I heard a dog yelp. But I was asleep, so I ain't paying no attention, and I never saw Max again. I was so hurt by that. That's what's up, Willie. I'll catch you later on, bro. Yeah, I don't know what happened to my dog. I just know he was somehow able to just get a running jump start and jump the damn fence. Because I remember I found out about it. I just caught him one day. I was walking out the door, the back door, and I see him running and I see him launch. And he jumped the fuck out of that fence. I'm like, God damn. To get a dog one day. Last dog I had after Max was Rocky. Got him in 2000. He died in 2009. Rocky, he was like a German Shepherd mixed with a child. The only reason why is I don't be home enough, and I really don't want a dog in the trouble because I think it's too confined for a dog. Yeah, thank you, Nicholas. I'm over now. I was 13 when it happened in 98. 13 turning 14. Yeah. Yeah, it's going. All my dogs either died of old age or something tragic. My first two, Boston Storm died in surgery or something at the vet. Boss, he died of old age. Shadow, I don't know what happened to Shadow. He was Boston's son. Max and Rocky. Yeah. Well, I had it on my own. I got friends in Arizona and they got what's that? I thought it was a pit bull, but an American bulldog, and they were willing to give it to me, but yeah, thank you, Nicholas early. But yeah, they were willing to give it to me. They still got him, but I ain't really, because he was actually a Hurricane Harvey rescue when they went to Texas to help do contract work after Hurricane Harvey hit down there, and they had moved down there for a little while. And they had rescued them. You know, they were willing to give them me, but I ain't really wanted to have a dog in a truck because there's not a lot of space in here. There's better a lot of space for me. So I ain't ever wanted to do that, but I decided to get out the well. Basically, if I get married and have some kids, I'll get another dog. I have a smaller dog in the truck. That's what's up. Yeah, if I have a dog in a truck, me and that dog gonna share a shit pan and a piss pan.
They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to give
Yeah.
tax relief advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, it's $5,050.
I'd probably put a cat in a truck, especially because I eat popcorn a lot, and that should be dropping on the damn floor, and I have to clean it up. I have a cat to eat just to eat the damn popcorn off the floor. And the sunflower seeds. Uh-oh, Peter gonna come get me for that remark. For those remarks. I'm doing so. I'm slightly above trading water. But mainly it's because other than that damn deer strike at the beginning. Oh, you saw all the shit off the floor? Hell yeah. Yeah, I ain't got a damn mop and all of that. Let the dog eat it. But yeah, I'm doing so. All the holidays, birthday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, our child's birthday, my birthday, New Year's out the way. I got VA appointments coming up, and once the VA appointment's done, I can definitely get into a groove then. I'm leased to a carrier. They got customer freight. Some of these loads probably off the spot, but it's mainly customer freight. I was in the Army Reserves. I don't regret it. I should have went active duty first, even though I basically did. Once I graduated high school, I left for basic and then went to AIT and basically got down deployed 20 years ago. So you're welcome. Matter of fact, January 2004, I was at Fort Stewart getting ready at the mobile station, getting ready to deploy to go over to the desert. This time, 20 years ago. Damn, time flies. You sign up for the National Guard, couldn't pass physical. Oh, okay. Yeah. World War III coming up. They'll probably pass everybody for the physical. Shit. They already struggling to meet recruiting goals. Deployed in 2005 for the Marines. Okay. Thank them for their service as well. 2005, I was getting back. Got back February 05. And oh my gosh. That 2005, and I went through some shit that year. I still haven't recovered from 2005. I came back I turned 20 December 2004, so I came back 20-year-old, pocket full of money, and I didn't know how to fuck act. Remember when I said I didn't go to college? Because I was acting a damn fool in 2005. And shit hit the fan, I found out the real world, going through all kind of bullshit, got victim of home invasion, went to jail for having down guns underage because I was 3 months shy from my 21st birthday. I'm like, I got these damn weapons just to damn protect myself against motherfuckers because I got robbed. Yeah. Yep, 20 years old. That was a little bit better. I actually got my CDL in 2006. And basically, I left, November 2006, after I got my CDL, I actually left for Oklahoma for a company, a flatbed company in Tulsa, Oklahoma. But they didn't hire me, they sent me back home. Good thing they did, because 3 years later, they went out of business. Yeah, that company was Arrow Trucking. And that arrow got broken and bit. But then after that, when I got back, I kept applying. Someone didn't want me because I had too many speeding tickets. One company actually didn't want me because I was in the reserves. Yeah, Nicholas, I made that argument while sitting on the ground with the police that night. Damn, Prime Inc. I applied to them too during that time. I ended up applying to Western Express. They said they would take me, but I had to be 22. And so my birthday was a few weeks away. It was around the end of November, beginning of December. So he was like, the recruiter was like, will you be willing to leave on the 27th on your birthday? I was like, oh yeah. So I left, never looked back. Oh, you got your CDL in 2011? Yeah, I got mine through an independent school. South Carolina, we had the WIA program, but they'll pay for the training. You just gotta have a job for a year. So I went through there and I stayed with Western for 2 years, but I didn't have to stay with Western. I just had to stay and have a job for a year because I didn't go through a trucking company school. I actually tried to, at the beginning of 2006, I tried to go through with Swift, but I had too many tickets, and they sent me home. They said they'll bring me back in a month after one of the tickets falls off. But when I got back home, I got another ticket. I'm like, God damn. And then I finally, after I left Western in 09, because of the damn economy, I got laid off. Went to USA Truck. Later on during that summer, a few months, I had well, back then I had crazy ass tickets and shit. Oh, you paid out of pocket? Yeah. I had got a careless operation ticket at Bike Week in 2008. So when I lost my job in Western in 2009, that careless operation was fucking me up. So that's why it took me forever to get back into trucking from February to July 2009. So I was out of trucking for 5 months. Oh yeah, fuck USA Truck. I got there in July. I should have known, cause I should have known how fucked up that company was. I mean, orientation, everybody was nice and polite, sweet, but when it was over and I was in the driver's lounge, the day I was supposed to leave, the night before I left to go pick up my truck. My truck was at their Shreveport terminal, so I had to catch the bus from Van Buren to Shreveport. I just passed through Shreveport last night, by the way. But yeah. So I was talking to the people who were drivers who was already there. And I asked this one lady, this white lady, I asked her how was the company. Man, I can still, this was 2009 now, I can still see the look of horror and angst on her face from when I asked that question. She was like, the look on her face, she was like, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. And God damn it, she wasn't lying. I'm surprised I left it 8 months at that fucking piece of shit company. Slow ass down truck, depressed, miserable ass people, scheduling tight ass loads, know what the fuck they was doing, demoralized. Hell, I heard they had to have a pep rally for the dispatchers because them motherfuckers had no damn morale and all of that. Caused me to miss my son's birthday for being born. Man. And so I was out again for when I got done with them in when that was February, March. I was out work for a little while. I got a funny story with that. When they fired me at the Spartanburg terminal in South Carolina, I poured piss in the driver's tank of that truck. But a month later, I got hired by Swift. Matter of fact, I talked to the same Swift recruiter who I talked to in 2006 when I tried to get there. But this is 2010 now. And so I got there with Swift. They brought me to orientation at the Greer terminal. And what is so funny and weird, such a coincidence, but at the time that, trucking companies, they put two to a motel room, two to a hotel room. The person who they put in there be with happened to not only had just got left from USA Truck, but he was the next person out of that had picked up my USA Truck after I got fired by them. And he said it broke down on him. I don't know if it was because I had pissy to take away, but no, I got hired by Swift and I was there from 2010 to 2020. And yes, I was one of the people who got a good chunk of change from that big settlement they paid out. I'm so mad if I was able to work there at 2006. I would have got even more money than what I did. Oh. Yeah, my trucking career has been off the chain. The majority of it actually lease purchase. Yeah. They say people fail to lease purchases. I say I have a slightly winning record because I completed leases. I just wasn't able to finance the damn truck. And then when I finally got the damn chance to be able to finally finance one, the fucking pandemic happened. Because when we finally got paid for that Swift settlement, that was 2020, and the checks were mailed out in April in the midst of the motherfucking pandemic. I tell you, overall, I'm not going to count during 2020 after I left Swift, I'm not going to count the 2 1099s I did because fuck them. I ain't counting them. But all the companies I drove for, I think they even said Arrow was on my deck years ago, but They're out of business, obviously. Out of Western Express, I know Western Express gets grief. Western Express, USA Truck, Swift Transportation, John Christner, Anderson Trucking Company, and where I'm at right now, I ain't gonna tell y'all right now because I got these damn stalkers out here. Fine, I don't know. But after all, because I'm still here, so I won't have a full report until I leave. And I'll tell you how it is. But I will work at Swift and Western Express again, over and over, before I would ever go back to USA Truck, before I would ever go back to John Christner, and damn sure before I would ever go back to ATS. Yes, Anderson Trucking Service. Overrated pieces of shit. Lease a truck from ATS and let your APU go out and see what happens. You ain't gonna be able to idle that truck. Yes, that truck you're leasing. You ain't gonna be able to idle it. And ain't no tapping the foot or leaving it in gear with the brakes popped out. Ain't nothing. Ain't no, not even down putting chalk blocks on all the tires trying to leave it running. It's gonna do any damn thing if that APU go out. If that temperature is, and that's how I think it was. If it wasn't 5 degrees and below or 91 degrees and up, you ain't out of this shit if your APU go out. And if the APU ain't work, if the APU is working, you still ain't out of it. Now, if your truck, I think if your truck didn't have an APU on it, you could idle. But all the damn trucks had APUs on it, and that truck I had was had a carrier APU. That piece of shit alternator went out. Took forever for them to get another alternator put on. Then when they put that on there, that same night that alternator went out, so I had to wait again for an alternator. That lease purchase, that was the worst lease purchase ever. That one I literally starved on. Now, that's the one where I definitely had to eat noodles and hot dogs. 2022, that was hell. That made me cry to go back to 2005. It almost died in 2005. Shit. I'm gonna do a video on how to survive a lease purchase. Basically eat noodles and hot dogs and don't have no family, don't have no life. Nah, you ain't gotta do all that. Just be a minimalist. This truck I got currently right now, like I said, other than the deer strike, it's been good. That deer strike hit on that damn stupid ass deer, fucked up a bumper in the hood and the lights. And while he went under the truck and down, knocked the def line loose, broke the def line. Other than that, since November, I've had no problem with the truck. Really hadn't got a chance to get in a groove because of the holidays and birthdays and the weather. But I'm starting to get in the groove. Although I gotta figure out how to do this because I'm gonna have appointments coming up. Plus our South Carolina primary, Republican primary. I'm an independent, but I'm a Trump supporter, so I'm gonna try to vote for the Republican primary for Trump. I really want to be able to finance this truck because it's a manual T680, and I look. But my dream truck is a W900, but I love T680s. This is pretty good, no problem so far. February, I'm gonna really start getting on my grind so I can get my credit straightened back up so I can be able to do something. Not with this one, be with another one. Damn right. What's up, Justin? Damn right. Hell yeah. Team Trump, baby. Shit yeah. Donald Trump is my dude. MAGA. My ultra MAGA fit had fell, but yeah. Team Trump.
The president will finally visit his spouse 1 year after the toxic treatment.
Damn, Joe Biden ain't, yeah, well, Joe Biden still hasn't met Ice Cube yet. So I ain't surprised he ain't went nowhere that train the mail around Manhattan.
The journey through the stunning sounds. Nominated for music.
I would have no problem with it.
Superstars.
I definitely would.
Must hear music for a remarkable year.
Hell yeah, James Best, my dude.
Show for the 66th annual Grammy Awards. Sunday. Dance for Eastern North Pacific. The Grammy Channel.
I basically know how to run the truck and everything. I just gotta figure out how to transfer over tomorrow. Running.
I'm not here to do that.
I have to get James LB to teach me how to running with your own authority, because the majority of my career was doing lease purchase and leasing off others. So I would definitely do it. And James, he already says you work for him. He wants you to be able to end up going out on your own, getting your own authority. So yeah, I'll definitely. That's the part I need to train on. Everything else I got down pat. Running lanes. Gotta make sure you keep your equipment up to date and all of that stuff. I think just learning how to do the business side of things better. Yeah, I definitely lease with James. Say he could do. I like to do east to west. I can do from South Carolina, like Cali, Southern Cal, Arizona, Texas. Say he can find that freight. I definitely do that. He calls me to find a parking spot. I almost pulled off one exit too early. They had me laughing so damn hard about that damn truck. So I real like, get you some damn rednecks and pull that shit from under that trailer. Picking on some guy on there picking on coaches through it all. You gonna trust to hear what they have to say about what that truck was doing. Oh Lord, Coach Stewart, my boy. So I like Coach Stewart. That was funny last night. But when I caught James early today, I was still asleep. The first few hours we was on, but man, he said he'd do an 85-15 if you bring your own truck and trailer. That's what I really want to do. I don't want to have to. Although if you lease to somebody, you kind of depend on. But I don't want to actually be that damn dependent. I want to at least have some skin in the damn game. That's why I lease on, so I want to actually have my own shit, at least my own truck. So I'm invested into it. Yeah, I try that. But if he fix that ProStar and really want me to come, want wanted to listen to me, I'm up for it. I'll do it. Yeah. What's the worst that could happen? The truck getting taken from me wouldn't be the first one. What's the worst that could happen? I go in the hole. I'm born in the damn hole. What's the worst that could happen? I could not eat for 4 days, and Cooper was like, Tim, so I don't Cooper, the Cooper's the dog. Tim will be like, all right, you talk dog shit about me not eating 3 days, told me to get some damn noodles. Where's your damn noodles, Sean? I ate my last cup of noodles the other night, but I still got some new chicken noodle soup though. No, let me stop. Tim, all right. I just found the old shit hilarious. It always seems like he got some shit going on. But no, I don't have no beef with nobody on here in this trucking section. Even though I got videos of me roasting like Hensley and Narc and all that, I don't have no beef with them. I just talking shit. They can talk shit back. I don't care. If anybody goes dark on me, I am willing to go dark back. I told James he was better off leasing the truck to Tim's dog. The dog would have ran that damn truck. The dog could have teamed with Osa and ran that truck. Damn, you fucked up Osa's buddy. And Osa said for a month. Why he bullshitting around? But for real though, I don't know why people be so mad at James and Coach for how they operate. I mean, if they ain't begging y'all to pay their bills and all that, it shouldn't matter whether or not they in the truck or not. I don't give a damn if they not in the damn truck. They ain't asking me to pay their bills. They ain't asking me to feed them. Now, I will donate their cat when I get them down, when I'm able to, soon after I handle all my business and be able to start donating to more content creators. I'll do that, but it's not like they're begging people to help them. They're not setting up GoFundMes. Nobody should be mad that they're not in the truck every day. Like, who wants to be in this shit every goddamn day? Drivers used to complain about. Damn dispatcher won't get me home. And then when you got motherfuckers that are actually able to be at home, y'all get mad and talk shit about them. Because I first found out about the trucking YouTube, I really didn't listen to the trucking YouTube and stuff until the Celadon shit happened. And I found Trucking Answers and I found Coach. I started listening to Coach, and then I started seeing James Best come on there, and I'm like, God damn, he know his shit. Damn, he be talking some damn shit. And I love listening to some shit talking. And I started listening to him, and I remember how people used to get mad, and Coach be like, why are you not running? Why are you not running? I'm like, why does it matter? He ain't asking you to pay his bills. Shit. If I can damn sit my ass on to make some damn money, I'll do that shit. Yeah. If I'm James Best, I can damn have somebody else driving my truck. That person ain't complaining. He working. He say he want to run. I'm gonna sit my ass in the damn basement and drink. Yeah, they actually send shit, let me be able to have a couple of contractors in their house. Man, shit, y'all gonna be seeing me down. Y'all gonna be seeing me in restaurants. Y'all gonna be seeing me in the club and all of that shit. I'm young still. I'm 30. I just turned 39 in December. Y'all think y'all jealous and envious of Coach James for not having to be in the truck like that? Shit. Wait till I get that spot. And that just shows fucked up it is, because actually I've been driving years longer than James Best. If anybody who should be jealous and envious, you would think it would be me, but I'm not that type of person. I love it when I see people succeed and damn build something. I love that shit. Use that shit for motivation. Stop crying about somebody not eating the truck. What you want to do to get in the damn truck, then you gonna talk shit. Matter of fact, when James did get back in the truck for that little bit of time, y'all were talking shit then. Like, damned if you do it, damned if you don't. You need to get back in the truck and make some money. Get back in the truck and make some money. Oh, you had to get back in that truck because you've been going broke. God damn. Shit. Well, like I say, y'all mad at them for being able to do what they do. Watch me when I damn get in that position. I'm bullshitting around. I mean, I love trucking and all, but I was just basically doing this for fun and making some money. I was going back, I'm doing the lease, but I'm like not putting in the effort to do it the long, hard way, trying to do it the easy way, which is more difficult, but I am a cursed individual, but instead of getting mad and cry about it, I embrace the curse and try to be better. But yeah, I salute them. Shit. I ain't supposed to be in a truck all the time. Matter of fact, they don't even have decent damn restaurants at the truck stop. They ain't even worth the fuck anymore. And they can't even blame COVID because they started shutting them shits down in like 2013, 2014. Not being open 24 hours anymore and all of that. So I don't blame them. They got a chance to get up out the truck and have somebody else drive the damn truck. Shit, yeah. That being said, hit my Cash App so I can start getting some extra money so I can get out the truck so y'all can be mad at me too. Matter of fact, I want y'all to watch me. Excuse me. Okay. I'll talk about something that'll make me look like a hater. I'm so sick of these fucking box trucks and these goddamn hot shots. They getting on my fucking nerves. All up in the truck stops, all up in the damn parking lots, taking up fucking space. Get y'all ass out of here. Y'all ain't no real goddamn truck drivers. People back home ask me, why don't you do box truck? Fuck no. I ain't got my CDL to drive no damn box truck. I like a big, old, powerful semi. Real diesel, real truck. Damn box truck. Get that fucking box truck out of here. Hot shots. The hell, I ought to get my damn, first off, I don't know why, but I love big pickup trucks, but dualies, I don't know why. Dualies never really did it for me. My uncle, he had a flare side F-150 5.0. That was a nice truck. It wasn't a dually, but it had a flare side. I love that, but I don't love dualies like that. But if I'm gonna have a goddamn dually and do a hot shot, I'm not doing that shit cross country, where especially where I have to damn sleep in that motherfucker. If I have to stay overnight, I'm gonna get a damn room at a hotel. Not parking that shit in a damn truck stop or Walmart parking lot and sleeping in that motherfucker. Better off getting a damn daycare now. Shit, I know you're saying, why would you want to sleep in a day? Man, every time I'm pulling a rest area and I see a day cab in there, you see the driver laying across the seat in a day cab, that motherfucker look like he getting the best sleep ever. I'm like, god damn, that motherfucker knocked out. He's sleeping good in a day cab. Yeah. Y'all dump trucks can go to hell too. Nah, I'm just playing. Only the ones that be talking shit on the Jersey Turnpike. I remember them motherfuckers always talking. The dump truck drivers, you know, on the Jersey Turnpike, always been talking shit to truckers. Yeah, if I did hot shot, it would be local shit. I'll park that motherfucker at my house and go to sleep. Or if I did have to stay overnight, I'm getting a damn room. I'm not pulling a damn dually truck in a trailer. This damn sleeping a damn parking spot eating. I get down, they go dually right there. Damn spot. Then they said about a year, damn hot shot trucks don't be worth the fuck. Shit. Different back in the 90s. That shit had a little fun. I used to, at the time, my mom married my sister's dad. He got married in '89, but he started, a few years after he got out the army. He started driving trucks in 1995. I used to go on the road with him. That shit was fun. Yeah, I remember them trucks from the 90s. Them is real trucks. I love that shit. Even had the cab overs back then. The cab over. My favorite cab over was the International. I always thought the Peterbilt and KW cab overs and the Freightliner cab overs were ugly. I thought the International, not the older ones from like the 70s and 80s, but like the late 80s, early 90s, they had that mean, aggressive look. Especially the ones with the signal light on the bottom. Where it's plush, not sticking out. But I had loved them International cowboys. Yeah, the trucking was real. Now all this nonsense, I don't know what's going on with this industry. Supposed to be a flatbedder because he drove for a flatbed company. At that time, Landstar Pool. And on the summer, I would help him with the load, tighten up the straps, put the bungee cords on, help him fold the tarp up. I lived in Sakalata, so winter wasn't too bad. Imagine if I did get accepted by Arrow and had to do that shit in the cold, I was like, oh hell. Give me on bless. Give me a covered wagon. I ain't doing all this holding up tarps, standing on top of the road and all that. Barely like down, and especially in the wintertime, I barely like getting out the truck just to open and close the doors and put fuel in this motherfucker. I hate cold weather. Give me 100 degrees any day. Or you say, wait, you go to Arizona, Texas, man, shit. 100 degrees in Arizona and Texas. I got my damn cup, 164-ounce cup of water, another one cup full of damn drink, and a Black and Mild, and I'm chilling with the AC on. And my Panama hat. I gotta get a new Panama hat because this last one got damaged. Damn. Icy missing waist on it. Yeah. Fucked up, got it down. Fucked up my own Panama hat, so I gotta get another.
So yeah, credibility is shot. But this is what I want to know. She has still never revealed what that scheduling conflict was. She couldn't be with Biden when he went down there to give that big speech after she called for the MLB game to leave, and then all of a sudden she had a scheduling conflict. It's very strange. She's never into that.
You know, Jesse, maybe she can make this whole fiasco turn it into another
I be
romance.
wanting to play music while I'm live.
I should have Johnny order me some of
Damn,
those steamy
copyright
novels.
strike.
Oh, yeah,
Just
they're
some late night reading.
They are worth reading.
Jessica says that there's no financial shenanigans. How do you know, Jessica? She just lost $100 million. Where did it go? How do you lose $100 million and have nothing to show for it?
2 years.
I see that plus. Do you know how hard it is to lose? Good. $100 million. She said $25 million on lawyers. So she got fleeced, meaning she's an idiot. And then she spent, like the judge, $10 million to her friend. Just gave it to her friend's firm. And then
Damn, I need
this
to be
little
her friend.
nonprofit, they call it that, but it's really not. They just sent millions to her PAC. It's a money laundering operation. It's where you park.
I need friends like that giving you $20 million.
And this is what people do. It's a patronage operation, Jessica.
Hey, they did marry this.
Yeah, $20 million.
I'd like the prosecutor.
Like Livingston, they go down trip that.
40.
With all these Democrats funneling money to their...
And you know what, Jesse? You know what you missed out on?
What?
She aired an advertisement during the Super Bowl game where the PAC did.
She spent that much money on the Super Bowl ad
for herself.
as she deserves to lose the money.
Yes.
Those ads are... Except when Fox enters the Super Bowl, that's the great price.
Exactly.
Coming up, Law and Order Special Mode Unit, the hit crime show, is now pushing a left-wing agenda.
Oh, Lord. Goofy liberal Democrats are destroying our country. I better take the red pill.
Post on the highway and I'm using Girl Happy Hour. And I'm here to tell you about the brand new Sirius XM. Check out my new personal page with a fully redesigned app to see all the places you can hear me. Keep up with all my latest interviews, shows, and more. It's easy. Just search Mercy Amplified. Then keep exploring to add all your Sirius XM favorites and cool stuff you discover to your library.
We'll hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be
Man,
scared.
fuck the
Then they try to
IRS,
frighten
I
you
can
to
stop.
call.
But
I'm
it
not here to
takes
do
my
that.
ass.
Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No
Take
matter
the
where you
ramp
are,
ahead,
call now.
then take the ramp ahead.
1758.
Ramp east.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-1758.
Take the ramp ahead.
That's 800-575-1758. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
If you're a business owner with salespeople, how in the world could you say no to this offer? The top 20% of your
Hit that like
salespeople
button
close
for
80% of the business. 80% of all sales are closed after the 5th attempt, and 83% of all salespeople don't even ask for the sale once. Did you know that 90% of all salespeople
When
have
possible,
never read one
make a
sales funnel?
U-turn,
How many
then
salespeople
take the
on
second
each one?
left.
Simply because your salespeople are not professionally trained how to sell. Hi, this is the world's top sales trainer, Jason Evans. I'm going to give you a free 45-minute video of pure sales training techniques that will increase your company's sales within days, guaranteed. This could double, even triple your company's sales. This video is closing, handling objections, and more. Just call us and leave us a voicemail, their email address, and we'll send you this amazing video for free. Call 800-500-8320. This is how to close from A to Z for any product or service, regardless of industry, whether you sell face-to-face or over the phone. Call 800-500-8320. That's 800-500-8320. Paid for by Power Sales University.
In 1/2 mile, turn left on I-20 East, then take the ramp ahead.
You think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare? You need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. And in the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. The ugly truth is, when you buy a timeshare,
Turn left at the traffic light.
it's going to
I'll be right back. I gotta
when it's going to end.
run inside
I
real
recently
quick.
helped a couple that had their maintenance
Don't
fees
go
go
anywhere. I'll be right back. Hit that like button.
$200 a year.
Share the
They
page.
also received a $4,000
Be right back.
for a hurricane that was over 1,000 miles away.
right, I'm back. Hit that like button. I'm back. Thank you, Willie. Thanks for the share. You can get my Icy and Red Bull concoction. Purple Thunder Icy and the Sea Blue Edition Juneberry Red Bull. Before the people don't drink on this, I don't hardly do this. I do this every once in a blue moon. So save it. Oh, I gotta. Ready to roll shortly. Oh, that sunset looking good. That shit bright as fuck.
We need to stop putting off getting life insurance.
I know. It's just been so busy, and I'm sure the cost is out of our budget.
Well, Jen told me that they got a $500,000 term life insurance policy from Ethos for less than $23 a month. All online with no complicated forms and no medical exam. All they had to do was answer a few health questions.
Wait, no medical exam and all online?
I know, right? It's not easy to think about, but if something happened to you...
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me still?
Okay, I get
This
it.
Goofy Radio
Let's get a quote from Ethos right
be on
now.
some BS.
Wow, you were right. There's no medical exam. And Ethos makes the whole online process fast and easy. And look at these.
Let me know if you can hear me.
It's great protection.
Willie's Life,
Totally
Willie's Pub
fits your
sent you.
budget.
I appreciate that.
They've removed all the barriers from getting coverage. Go to
Hit the like button and subscribe to me. Thank you very much.
That's startethos.com. Quote based on the healthy non-smoking 30-year-old man with a 20-year term policy.
Hell, y'all already subscribed to me and you got more than one page. Subscribe to me with them pages too. Get my numbers up. I don't give a shit.
Work is now invading our dreams. A new study revealing that 64% of Americans have had a nightmare about their job.
Oh, I had a nightmare about a job. I drive trucks because I was in the Army. That's nightmares enough. Yeah, I got PTSD from my time in the Army. I got PTSD disability. I need some disability from truck driving. I got PTSD and nightmares from truck driving. You got 17 troll accounts here. Use them all to subscribe to me. Use them all to subscribe.
Replaces the school dreams. I didn't know we were doing this show. But then when you wake up, you feel
Yeah, numbers matter.
because it's actually just a dream. So I really actually enjoy it. It's a great way to make a mistake.
Subscribing numbers matter. Subscriber numbers matter.
Yes.
All right, let's roll.
Partly it's when I was at the White House, I'd have a dream that I couldn't find the break-in room. But one time I remember very specifically a dream where the reporters were speaking in a language I didn't understand, and I was like, I don't know what to do here. Here I have dreams all the time that I can't find the studio, I can't find hair and makeup, I don't know where I'm going. But I think it's a biological defense. And I think this goes back, like if you went into my past lives, when I was like in the hunter-gatherer days, I would probably have dreams I couldn't gather.
Yeah, y'all can use your troll accounts to like, hit the like button with too. Shit, I don't care.
And then you move it on to whatever you're doing. Yeah. That's it.
He can't dream about work because he doesn't do anything. So I usually say that it's feminine.
Oh, nah, everybody gotta leave at the same
But I
time.
will say the one dream that I do have where it's an anxiety dream is that I'm about to graduate from college and I don't really have enough.
Yeah, Willie, come on.
And I'm late for my
Willie's
final
Pub,
exam.
send them all. Send them all to hit the like button and the subscribe button.
Find out. That's my dream. I think it signifies imposter.
Yes, sir.
Because I sit next to all of these well-qualified people. And many people say people with imposter syndrome are the most successful.
Who said that?
Some people. I have the college one, where I'm fighting with them, because I'm always fighting with somebody. I took that class, and I did well in it, but in terms of my prior lives, I think I used to fly around on a carpet, because I'm like obsessed with carpets. Other than that, it makes no sense. I know. Talk to your dog about that one.
Speaking of nightmares about jobs, I remember years ago, I think it was like 2013, I had a nightmare. Shit. Matter of fact, that was during that time when my damn license got disqualified for a year for some shit that happened in 2008, and I had to get a damn lawyer to take care of that. Yeah, I had to go get the white man. Nah, but for real though, yeah, that dream, it was fucked up. I was just climbing a mountain in a damn truck, and it was so tight and curvy that it was literally impossible to make it up.
In 1/2 mile, turn left on I-20 East, then take the ramp ahead.
Headed down on my way to my death, and my dream was like, you know what, fuck that. This dream's over. Go to the next dream. God damn. Yeah, thanks for the share as well. Yeah. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, you know that's a fucked up dream. If in your dream it says, fuck it, go on to the next dream.
If your imperfect outfit would be a lot less, may not need an exam. It could get issued in days, not weeks. Call Big Lou now at 800-200.
Big Lou.
Turn left on I-20 East, then take the ramp ahead.
Price for your unique situation. For fast and affordable term insurance, remember, Big Lou is like you. He's on meds too.
Yeah.
Call 800
yeah, he's like me on that one.
800
But when it says Big Lou is like you, except he's only on number 2. I haven't been married yet.
This is a special alert.
I actually should have been
a vehicle with less than
on
200,000
my
miles with an overpriced
second
auto
divorce.
warranty or no warranty.
Take
I
the
think
ramp
that's a
ahead.
troll trucker gal. I know it's a troll, but I just fuck with it anyway.
People are
But I
keeping
know
their
that's a
cars
troll.
stronger than ever, which is why CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection
Yeah, the
plan.
troll trucker gal
And
could
drive around
come
with
too and like and
expensive covered auto
subscribe.
repairs. Call now to find out how you can save
The real
thousands
trucker
for
gal.
covered auto repairs.
I
Yes,
definitely-
you heard that correctly. You
I'll
can save
definitely,
thousands on future auto repairs.
make
Our
love to the
specialists are
real
standing
trucker
by for
gal.
all drivers to call for a free quick quote.
And no, I'm not
to activate
simping.
this vehicle protection today. Will
Well,
also
I kinda
receive
am
roadside
simping.
assistance, free
Cut it
towing,
out, I'm
and
red
rental
pill.
options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800
What do you mean no? What do you mean no, Willie?
800 482 9747.
Continue on I-20.
482-9747. Again, 800-482-9747. Is your business getting the most out of its advertising? If you're listening
What's
to
the
us
drama
on
in the
Sirius
YouTube
XM,
sector of trucking? What's the drama going on right now?
By advertising on Sirius XM, the perfect complement to your marketing plans. We amplify the biggest voices and stories in sports, entertainment,
His rule wants me to
talk,
kiss her
and
taco.
comedy with fresh and unique content curated to touch
I'll kiss the real trucker gal taco.
Sirius XM is a place where you can connect with business.
But I got a burrito for her to kiss too.
Affluent and emotionally engaged consumers live your brand to new heights and build awareness with influential posts, live programming, and exclusive integrations. You can showcase your messaging among targeted audiences across more than 50 individual channels that bring listeners closer to what they
But yeah, what's the drama going on right now in the trucking world?
Sirius XM can benefit your business. Call now 250 on your mobile phone and say satellite advertising for more information. Again,
The real taco ain't good.
satellite
Yeah,
advertising.
man.
How's your New Year's resolution going? Not great. Eating healthy. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be. It doesn't have to be. If you bring up Bloodjet, it's the portable blender that makes it easy to whip up delicious and nutritious.
I ain't know people had smoke for trucker gal. I know.
And Bloodjet's beer samples will bring out.
I thought trucker gal was nice and peaceful. I ain't know people had smoke for her.
That's the spirit. Go to Bloodjet.com and make this year the best ever. That's Bloodjet.com.
I know Willie say y'all ain't want no smoke with Willie. Willie say he don't play. She's a bad Mexican. Damn. I want to go back to Nuevo Laredo. That time I went down there to Boys Town. Them is some ass women. Ooh, Lord. I wanted to sneak. I wanted to sneak one across the border. I had a picture of her. Still. No, I wanted to bring Lola back. It was like 2012. Willie, you hell, bro. Willie say he don't give a fuck. Y'all ain't want no smoke to him. Willie got his Budweiser and a down and a blade waiting on you. Ain't that right, Willie?
Infrastructure security.
Knife and beer. Oh, Willie say he the new Chucky. The new Michael Myers.
Jim says that training is equipped to deploy a no-more massive attack on U.S. civilians while inducing societal panic.
Imagine any companies disrupted. Telecommunications going down so people can't use their cell phone. People start getting sick from polluted water. Trains get derailed. Air traffic control system, port control systems are malfunctioning. This is truly an everything, everywhere, all at once scenario.
Please make sure y'all get out and vote for Donald Trump. Please.
Several top executives in big tech were grilled today by senators for their fields of failure to protect children from home. Here's congressional correspondent Rachel Hudson.
Mark, do you take any blame for these kids who are dead? And as CEO Mark Zuckerberg praised
Fuck Zuckerberg, always put me in Facebook jail and caused me to lose my main page 3 years ago. Fuck you, Mark Zuckerberg. Bitch.
Advances to protect children from predators, drugs, bullying, and harmful content that could lead to suicide.
We restructured our trust and safety teams to remain strong and agile.
But senators from both parties weren't buying it.
Your platforms really suck policing themselves.
Children are not your priority. Children
Zuckerberg need to give me my main page back.
Lawmakers are now ready to give families the right to sue social media sites for damages.
Open up the courthouse door. Until you do that, nothing will
And
change.
that motherfucker won't even let me stay monetized on Facebook. All the other motherfuckers monetized, and they talk shit. Why I can't be monetized off shit?
Is there any one of you willing to say now that you support
Fucks up, bitch ass nigga.
Mr. Chairman, I'm going to reflect a united silence from the leaders in the social media platforms.
Okay, so Brett, you might be wondering, is Congress
Mark
actually
Zuck
going
is a
to
cook
speak
anyway.
finally about social media?
Zuckerberg,
We have not yet heard
Zuckerberg.
from Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, who controls, of course, the Senate floor. He hasn't reacted to this hearing just yet, but the people at the hearing, the parents, the makers, they don't want to lose this momentum. So tomorrow you're going to see some of these parents going door to door on the Capitol grounds trying to lobby these lawmakers to pass legislation. And Senator Graham tells us that he is going to try to force a vote on 5 separate social media bills. And he's going to call up House Speaker Mike Johnson and ask him to hold a similar big tech social media hearing to try to drum up some support in that chamber. Brett?
Again, Russia has a lot of the health things. The Democratic mayor of Eagle Pass, Texas, says the town is being overrun by illegal immigrants. The mayor and a Democratic council member both say visit by President Biden is long overdue. Correspondent Matt Fennis will pass again tonight.
Democrats in Eagle Pass, Texas have a message to deliver to President Biden. I don't want people here coming illegally, and they prefer to deliver that message in person. How many questions to the president?
Yes.
So you're asking the president?
Of course.
Eagle Pass Democratic Councilwoman Monica Cruz joins a list of local leaders from around the U.S. who say Biden's border policies have pushed their cities to the brink.
I mean, come on, say we get people crossing in the last just getting up there. We're having our checkpoints closed. I don't know. I mean, for God's sake, I don't know how many people are right past.
The Democrat mayor of Eagle Pass previously told Fox News he feels abandoned by the Biden administration. He's now growing even more frustrated that there's not a secure border policy. I'm all for legal migration. I don't support people coming in and crossing the river and staying here in the United States. I think those
Fucking, I might stay live all day on this. I ain't gonna talk as much because I actually want to listen to the radio, but I'll keep this live going. Fuck it.
has been a decline in illegal crossing. The numbers have
Yes, I don't have nothing to say at this particular moment, but I will. Just be patient. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share.
at 2,000 to 3,000 daily, so it's been better. The mayor says he's okay with the state of Texas seizing Shelby Park for now, but the city does want its property back soon. And that congresswoman says the president wouldn't even have to visit Eagle Pass and just fix the border, and the mayor right.
By Finn, along the border, Matt Fennis. A group of migrants pummeled New York police officers attempting to make an arrest at a shelter in Times Square. The officers had been trying to break up the disorder now outside the Canton building. The city announced the opening of a mega shelter in March. The suspects were released without bail. Meantime, Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson says he is again delaying enforcement from angry Southside residents. And the new migrant center is scheduled to open in Boston. The state-owned creation facility is in the city's predominantly black Roxbury neighborhood. A massive surge of migrants in that area has left some unable to find housing when they're camping out at Boston's Logan Airport. Iran is virtually daring President Biden to keep his promise of retaliation for the drone strike that killed 3 American soldiers this week. White House correspondent
World War
Jen Kennedy
III.
details tonight live.
Good evening, Brett. We did not see President today. The only event on his public schedule was lunch with the Vice President. But behind closed doors, officials are waiting for the right time to hit back over the deaths of those 3 American soldiers.
Rest in peace to them. Thank
The
you for
U.S.
the service.
response to the drone strike that killed 3 American soldiers in Jordan. It hasn't happened yet, but the White House says expect it in waves.
The first thing we see will be last.
The Pentagon attributing the deadly attack to the Islamic resistance in Iraq, an umbrella organization of Iran-backed militias. As congressional Republicans continue to pressure Biden to strike high-value Iranian targets inside Iran,
We're on war fault. President Biden needs to stop quoting Socrates and reading
congressional approval, a 180 from what Biden told Trump after he ordered the killing of a top Iranian commander, Qasem Soleimani, in Iraq in 2020.
Donald Trump does not have, to make it clear, does not have the authority to go to war with Iran without congressional authorization.
Biden similarly threatened President Bush with impeachment in 2007 if he took action against Iran, tantamount to starting a war without congressional approval. But House Republicans say Iran is responsible and Biden should respond accordingly.
That drone was not made by militias. There's no drone factory that militias run. Iran gave it to them for the purpose of using against their enemies, which is us.
Meantime, U.S. forces continue to come under fire from the Iran-backed Houthis near Yemen. A U.S. defense official told Fox today that a cruise missile fired by the Houthis came within 1 mile of the USS Gravely before it was shot down. And also the USS Carmi shot down multiple drones and anti-ship missiles in the Gulf of Aden today, Brad.
Thank you. Live from the White House, Jackie Heinrich. The Federal Reserve will not make a change in its key interest rate at this time. Board members announcing today the rate, which is about 5.4%, a 22-year high, remains where it is. The Fed is signaling, however, that a rate reduction may still be months away. The stocks on all that news were off today. The Dow lost 317, the S&P 500 fell to 79, the Nasdaq tumbled 346. We'll talk about this and other topics with former Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, live on set in just a few minutes. Up next, Britt Hume on President Biden's decision to finally visit the site of that toxic derailment a year ago. First, though, here's what some of our Fox affiliates around the country are covering tonight. Fox 17 in Nashville has 2 people indicted on first-degree murder charges in connection to the death of a 3-month-old child entered non-site when she was found responsible. Fox 29 in Philadelphia has police investigate the discovery of a beheaded man in Bucks County. They say his son has been arrested and charged. The victim's head was found in a flat bag near a machete and a large kitchen knife. And this is a live Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts.
Hey, people are crazy.
There tonight from WFXT, our affiliate. PGA Tour gets a $3 billion investment from Strategic Sports Group, a deal that would give players access to more than $1.5 billion as equity owners in the new PGA Tour enterprises. The move comes 8 months after the tour signed a framework agreement with the Saudi backers of the Live Golf for a commercial venture and ultimately led to private equity groups wanting to join in. That's tonight's live look outside the Beltway for a special report. We'll be back.
It's gone. Another game, another course, another funny story told. It's gone. The road.
A futurist, innovator, musician, and producer invites you into his world.
What's up? This is Will I Am. Welcome to my new show, The FYI Show. We're taking a deep dive on all things pop culture, entertainment, AI, all your next level knowledge here on SiriusXM.
Will I Am presents The FYI Show and the first ever AI co-host. Hi, I'm Cutie Pie. Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern on the 10 spot, in the car, and on the all-new SiriusXM app. If you're facing $10,000, $20,000, or even $30,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt, there are programs available that can consolidate those debts into one single reduced monthly payment you can afford if you qualify. Accredited Debt Relief is on a mission to help you become free in just 24 to 48 hours. Over 300,000 hardworking Americans just like you pay off more than $3 billion in debt, earning them an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Accredited Debt Relief will tailor the program to fit your specific budget and financial situation. So call Accredited Debt Relief now for free, no-obligation savings estimate, and let them help you take control of your financial destiny.
Call 800-885-9911. 800-885-9911. That's 800-885-9911. 800-885-9911. Program and services not available in all states.
Hun, we need to stop putting off getting life insurance.
I know. It's just been so busy. I'm sure the cost is out of our budget.
Well, Jen told me that they got a $500,000 term life insurance policy from Ethos for less than $23 a month. All online, no complicated forms, and no medical exam. All they had to do was answer a few health questions.
No medical exam and all online.
not easy to think about, but if something happened to you, James and I would be...
Okay, I get it. Let's get a quote for maintenance right now. Wow, you were right. There's no medical exam. And Ethos makes the whole online process fast and easy. And look at these rates and coverage options. It's great protection. It totally fits our budget.
Ethos. They've removed all the barriers from getting coverage. Go to startethos.com to get your free online quote. That's startethos.com. What makes a building house going for your man? 20-year term policy brings me there.
Thinking about buying a new roof? Don't until you see the RoofMax system. RoofMax can save you thousands of dollars. The RoofMax system goes on in one day and extends the life of your roof.
Oh my God.
For your and RoofMax can guarantee your roof for up to 15 years. Do it over 60,000 homeowners across America.
How bullshit is damn
Get
roof?
your free quote at RoofMax.com. RoofMax is America's #1 rated roofer, saving homeowners up to 80% on their roof. Go to RoofMax.com.
I forgot when I had my rant about pot shots and box trucks. I'm sick of RVs.
When your business is behind in filing your tax returns, or you owe over $10,000
RVs are big
taxes to the IRS.
shit.
Please listen carefully. The IRS does not joke around and will not stop their collection efforts. If you're tired of the IRS letters, levies, liens, or wage garnishments and would like to get a fresh start, we can help. Due to the financial hardships in the country, the IRS is making it easier than ever to settle tax problems for those who owe more than $10,000. We can help settle your delinquent tax problems, end all collections, and may even reduce your back taxes significantly. Even if you can't afford to pay your back taxes, you can still get the help you need. We've helped thousands of taxpayers just like you, but you must call 800-201-7611 today to stop your tax problem from getting worse. The information is at the help us screen. Call 800-201-7611. That's 800-201-7611. Again, 800-201-7611.
Who wants to sacrifice distance for forgiveness? Nobody. And now you don't have to. Introduce PXG's new Black Ops Driver, a complete total victory in engineering that delivers maximum forgiveness and massive distance gains. No sacrifices. Feel what it's like to be consistently long and down the middle with PXG's new Black Ops Driver. Learn more and schedule a fitting at PXG.com. PXG, nobody makes love look the way we do, period.
Craig Gutfeld is changing the comedy world. I'm pretty excited. For smart takes, the most people are laughing. Watch Gutfeld, weeknights at 10 p.m. Eastern on Fox News Channel.
And then we have travel to share, certainly will do that. He's going to go, so he will go.
Well, I haven't had the occasion to go to East Palestine. There's a lot going on.
The president will visit when it's most helpful to the community. We got an invitation from the mayor and community leaders to come, and very, very recently. And so we are working with them to figure out the best time to do that in February. The leader of our country did not show up to the greatest catastrophe of 2023, and now he's going to show up because it is an election year.
Well, President Biden is finally going to the site of that huge chemical spill resulting from a massive train derailment. The planned trip to East Palestine comes a year
2023
after
was great.
the
Every time you turn around, a train derailed.
Rick, good evening. What do you make of this sudden turn event?
Well, it's a political debt long past due, Brady. Not going out there, I think, infuriated the people in East Palestine, and I think also, Brett, that when that guy had on the air who said it's political year, I think he's right about that, and it's not just for the president. Sitting Democratic senators on each side of that border where that town is located between Ohio and Pennsylvania are up for election this year. Anything the president could do to ease the feelings of the voters who witnessed all that and were close to it in those two states obviously helps him politically, and I think he helps them politically.
About 4 weeks ago, the East Palestine mayor released a statement about this possibly happening. The president is always welcome to our town, he said. That being said, I don't know what he would do here now. We're going on a year and nothing from the White House. The best time for him to come would be February of 2025 when he's on his book tour. This is very much business going on with him after the news today, Nicholas.
I wrote a letter to him about a month ago saying that, I think he needed to come. And I was gracious in the letter. I think he needs to see what's going on here.
Do you still stand by
same I've called it multiple before. I think that's the best time for him personally. Is Joe Biden. That's the best time for Joe Biden to come. I think the best time for him to come would have been whenever this happened.
Mayor, make these feelings clear. Politically, Brett, this county, Ohio, where East Palestine is, 2016, Trump won 68 to 26.7. 2020, he won 71.5% to 26.7.
Well, it'd be alive, Brett, I think, to the possibility that when the president comes, he might bring something with him in the form of an action on his part or some money or whatever to try to help the community out there. So he doesn't have to show up empty-handed and say, geez, I'm sorry, took this.
Brett.
I think that's probably not the message they want to hear.
30,000 feet here, quickly, Brett. As you look at the Real Clear Politics average of the race right now, if it were the former president against President Biden, he's up, a couple, 3 points. Where do you see it shaping up as you get to the end of this primary season?
Well, the thing we haven't seen so far, it's strange to say this, Brett, but former President Trump has been relatively out of the limelight compared to the way it was for a long time. Of course, when he was president, he was beyond. His legal cases have hit the news, but his campaigning hasn't all that much. He campaigned in Iowa and New Hampshire and all, and and he gets on the air with his statements there. But we got to wait to see what happens when the Democratic attack machine, if we can call it that, gets after him. Because remember, Brett, what we learned in 2020, and arguably in the congressional elections preceding that one, and after that one in 2022, is that nothing motivates Democrats more than the thought of President Trump and what he says and does and candidates he supports. So he's been a Democratic turnout machine, and I don't think that's yet reflected in the polls. And we'll just see what happens when we see day in and day out, the ads about January 6th and so on down the line, things that he said. He is kind of a target-rich environment, and they're going to be taking aim, and we're going to see a lot of it. It'll be interesting to see how the polls respond to that.
Be a long number of months. Brett, as always, thank you. Up next, former Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin talks about today's interest rate decision, Iran, and other topics. Coming up.
And paid for by AG Marketing Group. Attention timeshare owners. If you need to get rid of your timeshare for any reason, please listen to the following message. Getting out of a timeshare commitment is not easy, and it takes time. But we specialize in helping consumers legally get rid of their expensive timeshares forever. Can't get the vacation dates that work for you? Maybe you felt taken advantage of or forced into a chair. Maybe you just can't continue to shoulder those monthly payments any longer. If you need to eliminate your timeshare commitment, then you need to take down this number, 800-481-1796. We will safely and legally get rid of your timeshare payments forever, all with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Don't continue to let your timeshare be a financial burden to you and your loved ones. Call us now at 800-481-1796. The call is free. The consultation is free. Call 800-481-1796. That's 800-481-1796. Again, 800-481-1796.
Ain't nobody ever went to the grocery store and said, today's the day I'm gonna buy me a funky chicken at Grover Farm. But it's a high probability that's exactly what you did. It doesn't have to be this way. Leave the funky chicken on the dance floor, folks. I'm Lou Sedna, 8th-generation farmer and founder of Moink. Moink. We offer grass-fed and grass-finished beef and lamb, pastured pork and chicken, and wild-caught Alaskan salmon, shipped straight from the heart of rural America. Come stand shoulder to shoulder with us by putting the family farm at the center of your supper table. What's in it for you? You mean besides saving the family farm and enjoying the highest quality meat on God's green earth? Jeez, you want me to hang the moon for you too? I'd love to.
Go to OneBox.com/Fox News right now and get 2 free steaks in your first order. Hurry, offer ends February 25th.
Get to getting while the getting is good.
Hurry now to OneBox.com/Fox News for your 2 free steaks. OneBox.com/Fox News.
I guarantee you're fixing to say, oink oink, I'm just so happy I got moinked.
It seems like everywhere you look right now, someone is sick. This year, prepare your family for airport invaders like bacteria, pollen, and yes, germs with Navage Nasal Care. Navage flushes ultra-pure, refreshing saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril. Navage sucks out viruses, dust, and other airborne particles. All the stuff that gets trapped in your nose, making you miserable. Don't get caught empty-handed this winter. Get Navage, the drug-free solution that helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Even better, Navage is HSA, FSA eligible. So Navage is a great way to spend those funds before they expire. Don't wait a minute longer. Buy Navage today and you'll breathe easier knowing you're putting your funds to good use. Navage is available online at Navage.com or Walmart.
Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's corporate cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 5% to their bottom line in the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp. Just go to ramp.com/news. Ramp.com/news. ramp.com/news.
It's obvious. The unthinkable continues. Most Americans know something very wrong is happening. People in charge keep telling you that everything's fine. Just stop noticing. But you know better. That's why self-reliant folks are investing in emergency food storage. And you should too. My Patriot Supply, the nation's largest emergency preparedness company, are the ones you can trust. Go to mypatriotsupply.com and secure their best-selling 3-month emergency food kits. Each contains tasty breakfasts, lunches, and dinners averaging over 2,000 calories per day. Save $200 on each 3-month food kit you purchase. My Patriot Supply also sells solar generators, gravity-powered water filters, off-grid room heaters for when the power goes out, heirloom seeds, and survival gear. Order by 3 p.m. Your items ship that same day and arrive quickly on your doorstep in unmarked boxes. Go to mypatriotsupply.com today. Time is running out to prepare for what's coming. mypatriotsupply.com.
And almost everything the president has done since the 7th of October has been designed to prevent that escalation. Now, of course, I'm mindful of the attacks by the Houthis. We're mindful of the lethal attacks in Jordan, which is why he's taking the actions that he's taking, and it's why he's about to take the actions we're going to take.
Talking there about Iran in response to retaliation to the strike that killed 3 U.S. soldiers, as well as the 165 plus attacks on forces in the region. Joining us tonight, former Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin. David, thanks for being here.
Good to be with you.
You know, as you watched this situation with Iran unfold, you had a unique seat dealing with Iran. What were your thoughts?
Right, it's obviously very concerning. I mean, to start with, to have our service people be injured and killed, our hearts go out to them. We need to protect them, and that is both on a military basis and on an economic basis. We were very effective in enforcing the sanctions against Iran, and cutting off the money to them was a major impact.
So we looked up the Trump administration sanctions, May of 2018. The president withdraws from the nuclear deal, U.S. sanctions are re-implemented. But then there were hundreds of new sanctions added during the administration.
There were hundreds added. The sanctions are still in place. President Trump and I were very clear with all of our counterparties that we were going to enforce those sanctions, and particularly with China. We were very clear that China could not buy oil from Iran without us taking action.
So the Biden administration, in April of 21, the State Department said that it was prepared to lift all of the Trump-imposed sanctions. It didn't happen because the nuclear negotiations stalled. June of 21, some penalties on Iranian officials and entities were lifted, and since 2021, designated sanctions for hundreds of entities. How do you think they're handling it, and why?
Well, I would start with, obviously, I don't agree with the fact that they lifted many of the sanctions we put in place, but the sanctions are in place.
But so the question is whether they're being enforced.
They're not being enforced. this is absolutely funding terrorist activities.
All right, let's look at the U.S. economy. Here's the Federal Reserve Chair today, Jerome Powell.
I'm very disappointed. You know, we're not declaring victory at all at this point. We think we have a ways to go.
There are people saying that this could be the soft landing that we're looking for, that the economy is still chugging along in kind of a good place, but people aren't feeling it, obviously. How do you see the U.S. economy?
Well, I definitely see the economy having significant issues. I mean, we've had very high inflation. The Fed was late to raising interest rates, and that was a result of their view of inflation was going to come down. And when it didn't, they raised interest rates to very high levels. The good news is that is slowing inflation. But as Chair Powell said today, they now want to be careful that they don't lower interest rates until they're clear they have inflation under control. So inflation is still around 3%. They want to get it to 2%. And I think we're going to see a significant slowdown in the U.S. economy over the next 6 months.
But you would concede that it's still the best place to put money around the world.
Oh, it's absolutely. I mean, the U.S. dollar is the safest place to put money. I think you are going to see, you know, the markets, I expect to see a correction. But in terms of the U.S. dollar, it's still the safe haven for the world.
You know, under the Trump administration, there were a lot of people saying that the economy was chugging, really hadn't felt good about the economy. But critics point to the spending, and this is from the Committee for Responsible Budget. The Tax Cut and Jobs Act was $1.9 trillion, Bipartisan Budget Act $1.7 trillion, the CARES Act $1.9 trillion. So all in all, more than $8 trillion added to the national debt. It came up in the primary from Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis, and they point to that number, the $8 trillion outside of the COVID spending. How do you respond to that?
Well, let's break that down, Brett. So to start with, the $1.9 trillion on the Tax Act, that was a static score, assuming that the economy didn't move. The economy was doing terrific. It was a result of both the tax cuts, regulatory and trade deals that President Trump had enacted, and we had one of the best economies that there was. So we were on track to not only for the Tax Act to pay for itself, but for it to begin to pay down debt. And we had a debt to GDP ratio that was going in the right direction. COVID came along, and obviously it was a very unique situation. We did 3 deals in COVID. There's no question that had we not done the first 2 deals, I believe we would have had a worldwide depression recently. So we had to spend a lot of money, and President Trump was determined we'd spend whatever we needed to save the U.S. economy that we did. And after we left, there's been continued $1 trillion of spending, and that's really what fueled inflation and what's created very high prices.
So would you say if there is a second Trump administration, that dealing with that debt and deficit and debt is going to be somewhat of a priority?
I believe so. We have to get the debt to GDP ratio back under control, and that's a combination of growing the economy and looking at certain spending issues.
Speaking of the former president, are you endorsing him?
I am endorsing him, and I believe this election, it is now about President Trump versus President Biden, and I support and endorse President Trump because I believe in his policies, and I'm proud of both the national security and the economic policies.
What's up, John? How you doing, bro?
You know, there's some people that look at the policies and they say, I'm with you on that. And they look at the Iowa speech and they say, this really felt good. And they look at the New Hampshire victory speech and they say, this is going to be a problem for independents and suburban women. Well, what do you say to those people?
I say to those people, it's going to be a long time between now and the election. You know, I thought the Iowa speech was terrific. I spoke to President Trump right after that speech and congratulated him and told him how great I thought that speech is. And I think he will bring the country back together. That's what needs to be done. We're too divided at this point, and you know, we need national security and we need a good economy.
I mean, you know that there are tons of Democrats and independents who get really rallied about the thought of preventing former President Trump from getting back into the White House, the cases, the January 6th fallout, everything. But you think he can bring the country together?
I do. I really believe that.
Last thing, you're one of the few cabinet officers who have come out, who have worked with President Trump and said you're endorsing. There are some well said. There's a list of former Trump officials who said he shouldn't be president. Vice President Pence, Bill Barr, Mark Esper, James Mattis, Rex Tillerson, Dave Coates, John Kelly, Mick Mulvaney.
You were saying that because of his policies, because of his vision, as he's saying it now on the trail, that's where the country should go.
That is, I believe the two most important issues, or three most important issues. Obviously, immigration is a huge issue, but I am particularly focused on national security and the economy. And I'm very proud of the work we did under the Trump administration. That the situation in the Middle East was very different than it was today. And look, the situation in Iran is very, very concerning. The fact that they are attacking our troops is completely unacceptable, and we need to stop them. We also need to make sure that they never get a nuclear weapon.
Mr. Secretary, we appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Up next, we'll go to the touchscreen, update the race for delegates among Republican presidential candidates as this race moves on. Plus, we look at former President Trump's outreach to a traditionally Democrat-supported constituency.
Super Bowl week is coming, and nobody brings you closer to the biggest event of the year than SiriusXM Super Bowl 58 Radio. The stars of the sports and entertainment worlds converge in Las Vegas, and we'll be covering them all. Flavor Flav!
Always been a big fan of football.
And it's the only place to hear the game, plus the Apple Music halftime show starring Usher. Your ticket to everything happening at the Super Bowl kicks off Monday at 1 Eastern. It's Super Bowl 58 Radio, channel 106 in the car, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
There are times where high standards are vital. For example, your football team wouldn't let just anyone start a quarterback. And should you let just anyone give you guidance? We don't think so. In fact, at California Psychics, 98% of the psychics who apply to work with us don't make the grade. You see, we come from the home of free spirits and open minds. We're not short of spiritual believers or big dreamers. It's why we know better than anyone what makes a good psychic. California Psychics connects you with the very best. So we can guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. Download the app or connect with us at CaliforniaPsychics.com. Right now, new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. So, there's never been a better time to give our services a try. That sounds like a touchdown to me. Experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
The questions around retirement have gotten tiring. Instead of, have you saved up enough? Shouldn't they be asking, what is it you love to do? You're not slowing down, so your retirement plan should be more of an action plan, a hiking plan, a golf plan.
Coming to the club, 7:30 p.m. I'll be there, Willie.
Grow your financial future so you can make your
I'll be right there.
a lifetime at LincolnFinancial.com/action plan. Lincoln Financial Group Marketing name for Lincoln National Corporation and its insurance companies. Regular affiliate Lincoln Financial Distributors Inc. 2024. Lincoln National Corporation. Texting privacy policy terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message data rates may apply. Replace top. Window appointment now.com for full offer details. Attention all homeowners. Do you know when to replace your windows? Hailing too hot or cold? Fog between the glass? Spending too much and expensive energy that literally goes out the window? It's definitely time to replace. If you put off replacing windows in your home because it's too expensive, here's great
Oh,
news.
Lord, Willie, what happened, Willie, what's going on with you and Elite? Where did this beef come from? What happened?
Just text Mel to 200-300 for your free consultation on top quality windows and patio doors. $0 down, 0 monthly payments, and 0 interest for 3 years. That's right, no payment for the entire year. Text Mel to 200-300 right now to save $375 on every window.
Damn, 7 years ago. Shit.
These big dollar savings won't last long. Text Mel to 200-300. Don't wait to text the word Mel to 200-300. Text
Yeah, these drunken beefs make Biggie and Tupac look like minor disagreements. North and South Korea get better along than y'all in this trucking industry. Yeah, I'll be there, bro.
portion. Okay, the next big test is actually in March, and that is the biggest test of all. The Hail Mary strategy arrives March 5th. 11 of the 15 Super Tuesday states have open or semi-open primaries. That's roughly 2/3 of the 847 delegates available. Haley will be hoping for a big breakthrough night to stay competitive and eventually reach the 1,215 delegate nomination threshold.
Yeah, she ain't gonna do it.
Fresh off wins in Iowa and New Hampshire, former President Trump is targeting blue-collar workers in critical swing states. Remember, in 2020, then-candidate Biden narrowly beat then-President Trump in Wisconsin by less than 1 percentage point. Well, the latest Real Clear Politics average of polls has the pair in a dead heat there in Wisconsin. If you look at Michigan, Mr. Biden defeated President Trump by nearly 3 points in 2020. Then Vice President Biden. Now the RCP average has President Trump with a 5-point lead. Tonight, the Republicans' front-runner is going after the traditionally Democratic voting bloc that then-candidate Biden won by 14 points in our 2020 Fox News voter analysis from election night. He has met with a roundtable of Teamsters union members, President Trump has, and that group endorsed then-candidate Biden in 2020. Correspondent Mark Meredith tells us why they may be in play this year.
Speaking from the lobby of the Teamsters Union, former President Trump says he believes big labor could soon be one of his big backers.
Hey, we have a good shot. I think they like what I do. They never had a better 4 years.
The Teamsters, which endorsed President Biden in 2020 and Hillary Clinton in 2016, says it'll announce its decision this summer. The last time Teamsters backed a Republican, 1988, and George H.W. Bush's campaign. But minutes after meeting with Trump, union leaders vowed to keep their options open for now.
There's no doubt about there is union support for President Trump, and there's always union support for President Biden.
A Biden campaign spokesperson tells Fox President Biden looks forward to meeting with Teamsters and earning their support. Scheduling is TBA. The fight for union support grows more bitter by the day. While 90 auto workers endorsed Biden last week, Trump then called his leader a dope, but the union's president says
Biden has a history of serving others. Isn't fighting for the working class, standing with the working class.
Trump is eager to keep the economy a top issue this election, but other factors from the multiple criminal charges against him and questions about his health still remain. The 77-year-old recently sparked intrigue for having unusual red marks on his hands. Today,
what was wrong? Nothing.
Man, we are. Oh my gosh.
The Teamsters say they are willing to meet with the only other Republican still challenging Trump for the nomination. As you mentioned, Brent, former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley. They
go with the bullshit
at their headquarters, but the Teamsters say they have not heard back from her campaign. I tried to get an answer from them too, but no luck. Brent.
Okay, Mark, thank you. A federal judge has dismissed Walt Disney's lawsuit against Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and members of the state board. They were
Georgia's gone outside of Atlanta
after the company criticized state limits on classroom discussion of sexuality. Governor DeSantis and other defendants successfully argued Disney could not sue them for constitutionally enacted state laws. Another member of the so-called squad of progressive Democrats in Congress is under fire tonight. Minnesota Representative Ilhan Omar has been criticized for remarks which seem to put her native Somalia ahead of the U.S. in her priorities.
You need to get rid of that bitch.
The word that fellow squad member Billy Bush is being investigated for alleged misuse of campaign funds. Investigated. Chief Washington correspondent Mike Emanuel has details tonight. Good evening, Mike.
Brett, good evening to you. Yeah, members of the so-called squad are outraged after Governor Ron DeSantis called for one of their own to be kicked out of the country. Quote, expelled from Congress, denaturalized, and deported. Then late today, there was more fallout on Capitol Hill.
It's very concerning that it's
Trouble, what's up? How you doing, bro?
Primary
got going on?
Another country.
That reaction after Minnesota Congressman Ilhan Omar spoke to a Somalian group. There was a translation which suggested Omar said she is Somalian first, Muslim second. Omar is blaming a bad translation, writing, it's not only slanted but completely off, but I wouldn't expect more from these propagandists. I pray for them and for their sanity. Now fellow progressives are defending Omar and attacking DeSantis.
I haven't completely racist.
Is this connected to the fact that she identified with her Somalian roots and her Muslim religion and just didn't mention America at that time, so now people say she's not a patriot? Yeah. Come on now. Come on, y'all. Can we do better than this?
Shut up.
This comes as another squad member. Missouri Democratic Congressman Cori Bush is being investigated by the Justice Department for alleged misuse of campaign funds. Federal Election Commission filings reveal Bush has made 170 payments for security services since she was elected in 2020 for nearly $724,000, at least $105,000 to her husband. Bush says she used campaign funds and not taxpayer money. Brett?
Volatile. Mike, thanks.
Thank you.
Up next, the panel on the U.S. and Iran, plus big tech CEOs on Capitol Hill. I have that and more with the panel coming up next.
KeyBank is dedicated to your business's long-term success. Don't know where to start with sustainability? Our experts do. As one of the top renewable energy lenders in North America, we know how to create unique, sustainable solutions for your business. Find out more at key.com/sustainability.
Know how to fuck up a wet dream.
Energy to increasing product life cycles, KeyBank is here to help you future-proof your business. Learn from our experts at key.com/sustainability.
Hi drivers, I'm Nick Cobb, JB Hunt's Chief Operating Officer. We know you have seen our iconic yellow scroll on containers and trailers across the country. But did you know the people behind it? Our scroll is made up of thousands of people who want to make
you up around Knoxville?
and more efficient, providing better life for themselves and their families.
Knoxville Hill.
Work with a company that puts people first. Visit drivejbhunt.com. That's
outside of Jackson, Mississippi. I don't know what they got going on up there.
For your golf game, avoid slow play. Play any time of day and in any weather. Ace Indoor Golf is a leading retailer, designer, and installer of golf simulators nationwide. No matter your desired budget or cosmetics, we have a golf simulator for you. We offer a free 30-minute consultation, a low price guarantee, and financing to qualified buyers. Visit us at aceindoorgolf.com and buy your sim today. That's aceindoorgolf.com.
Looking for your next European getaway? Let Gate One Travel show you more of the world for less with escorted tours through Europe. Book your next European escorted tour today and save 20%. Get an up-close view of the Eiffel Tower, kiss the famous Blarney Stone, or walk through the iconic Colosseum. Find your next adventure at GateOneTravel.com and save 20% off with code GATE20. That's GATE20. Don't wait. Book today at GateOneTravel.com. Offer expires February 16th and valid for European escorted tours.
Quick question. If you had to choose,
You on the way to Newport, Tennessee? Okay.
Run payroll, no question.
seriously, have you run payroll before?
Paying my team with Gusto couldn't be easier. Gusto gives me unlimited payroll runs, next day direct deposits, and
Been up around that way about a few weeks ago.
That's nice.
Choose payroll without the pain. Visit gusto.com/SiriusXM to sign up for free.
People were shocked when Beth Dutton sat naked in her front yard in Redditor. Well, that's a regular old Tuesday for me. And that's not the only thing we have in common. We're both fighting for the family farm. Except this ain't Hollywood and the boys ain't that pretty. I'm Lucinda, 8th-generation farmer and founder of Moik. Moo plus oink. We offer grass-fed and grass-finished beef and lamb, pastured pork and chicken, and wild-caught Alaskan salmon, shipped straight from the heart of rural America. Come stand shoulder to shoulder with us by putting the family farm at the center of your supper table. What's in it for you? You mean besides saving the family farm and enjoying the highest quality meat on God's green earth? Yeah, you just want me to hang the moon for you, too?
Y'all ass on my goddamn way.
/SXM right now and get 2 free steaks in your first order. Hurry, offer ends February 25th.
Get to getting while the getting is good.
Hurry now to oinkbox.com/SXM for your 2 free steaks. oinkbox.com/SXM.
I guarantee your business say, oink oink, I'm just so happy I got moinked.
I always wanted to learn Spanish, but I never thought I'd have the time. Then I discovered Babbel.
Babbel's lessons are fun. They only take like 10 or 15 minutes, and in 3 weeks, presto, you're starting to speak another language. Like magic.
I love that Babbel's lessons aren't just robots talking. They're voiced by native speakers, so you get the pronunciation just right. And they're designed by real language teachers, so you learn how to have real-world conversations, things you'll actually use.
It's incredible. After using Babbel, I'm ready to start having real conversations.
I took French in 12th grade.
You can even join live classes with a language teacher. If you want to learn a language, there's no faster, easier, better way than Babbel.
Babbel, évidemment, Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Start learning a language today at Babbel.com.
On our schedule. And just because you haven't seen anything in the last 48 hours, that doesn't mean that you're not going to see anything.
The common chapter
We need to do something.
we know each other. We know that we do not
Hell
need
no, I ain't
any
getting
friends.
married. I'm red
While we are
pill.
not looking for war,
I'm all on the game.
and we do not run away from it.
Hell no.
Well, Ron, responding to what is expected to be a retaliation.
The society of anti-male, anti-family.
Post.
I ain't got time for
Their
it.
front cover today, man with no plan. Biden's border lie, I've done all I can do. This response to death of soldiers, I don't want wider war. The former president weighing in on Iran today.
All these chicks want anyways, the divorce settlement.
Around the White House. You would have never had this attack. When I was president, Iran had no money. They had no money to do this. They had money to live, but they didn't have money to do this. Iran now has $200 billion, and they're spreading their money all over the place. And things are happening that would have never happened with me. Start there. Let's bring in our panel. Ben Domenech, editor-at-large for The Spectator, host of the Ben Domenech podcast on Fox News Radio. Josh Garchow is a Fox News radio political analyst, and I am editor-in-chief at The Federalist. Ben, what do you make of where we are now as we wait whatever's going to happen in retaliation?
Well, I understand that the White House has a plan to have a plan, and that they're determined that they're going to determine something, and that would be done at an hour of their choosing. It's incredibly slow moving. I feel like this was something that could have been anticipated as something that was a real risk that should have been much higher decision making beforehand, so that they could move quickly in response to it. Instead, as with so many things that come out of this administration, it comes across as dithering, and in this case, it comes across as dithering in reaction to the deaths of Americans, which is a particular indictment of the weak approach that this president has had.
Sometimes, Molly, the former president says, a lot of things wouldn't have happened if he was president. You can't nail that down, but you can assume that some things would have been different because of the financial situation, primarily the boot on the neck of Iran for years and years.
I think this was laid out actually really well by the former Treasury Secretary when he was just talking to you. The Biden administration came in and very loudly proclaimed that they were going to pivot 180 degrees away from the Trump administration's approach with Iran, which was constraining them by getting out of the deal that had been set there. The economic things were very serious. They were very well layered, developed. And Biden comes in and he removes all of those or doesn't enforce them, enabling a lot of money to come into Iran. He potentially pivoted toward Iran and away from Saudi Arabia. So the plan he needs to do now is just to admit that it was a failure and go 180 degrees back to where we were when we were constraining Iran, where we were doing it mostly through economic means, and he should do it as quickly as possible before worse things happen.
The foreign policy studies of vulnerability. If you look at the polls, Josh, Harvard-Harris poll, Biden-Iran policy unsuccessful, 65%, successful 35%. Washington Post, Biden faces treacherous political choices in answering deadly attack. Biden's advisors are sharply aware that the president's actions in the Middle East have ramifications in the world of domestic politics. The president's backing of Israel is weakening his support among younger voters and people of color. Polls suggest former President Trump, who leads the race to become Biden's Republican opponent, has blamed Biden's weakness for the drone attack, as we just heard.
Yeah, I mean, President Biden is taking political heat on both of his sides of his coalition. You have the far left that is upset that he's supporting Israel, that he's allowing them the time and giving them the money to take out Hamas in Gaza, but he's also facing a lot of anger from Republicans and even more moderate Democrats, because there's a sense of a little bit of fecklessness in our attempts to deter Iran and the fact that Iran is just with its proxies throughout the region just having their way with killing 3 U.S. military servicemen, having the Houthis totally disrupt shipping around the Red Sea, and really fomenting their helping Hamas, and they kind of created the whole disruption in the Middle East by helping out Hamas in the first place before October 2nd. So Iran is sort of the central figure in the region, and there's a lot of talk about proportionality, not a lot of talk about deterrence and how to stop Iran.
Yeah, this is what I was trying to get from the Qatari Prime Minister yesterday, to no avail. Up on Capitol Hill, big tech CEOs. It was really interesting hearing it. The dynamic got a little bit heated from lawmakers on both sides of the aisle.
Mr. Zuckerberg, you and the companies before us have blood on your hands.
The existing body of scientific work has not shown a causal link between using social media and young people having worse mental health outcomes.
For years, you've been coming in public and testifying under oath that there's absolutely no link, while internally, you know full well your product is a disaster for teenagers. And yet you keep right on doing what you're doing. Right?
That's not true. That's not true.
What you make of that, Ben, today, and their performance and where this is all going?
So I'm glad that you chose that clip, Brett, because that, to me, was the worst moment in the entire hearing for Zuckerberg, because there's reams of evidence showing that mental health outcomes from the products that he and his company have created are very bad, particularly when it comes to teenagers, and even more particularly when it comes to teenage girls. And he came to Capitol Hill offering essentially no solutions on that front. I don't know who he's listening to about this, but it sounded very out of touch, and I think for parents across the country, in particular, who are
right lane closed. Oh, this road work gets to my nerves.
Completely divorced.
Necessary evil.
There's really an interesting debate here, Molly, about what to do, how to do it on Capitol Hill. But clearly, the social media companies, big tech, is the black hat currently, because both sides are really going after it.
There's no question that social media is very bad for children, and that people need to take that seriously. For me personally, that means that my teenage children don't have access to social media because I see how bad it is. It's important for Congress, though, if they have these big tech leaders, to be talking about another thing that affects the entire country, which is the widespread censorship by big tech companies that constrain the debate and discussion of important issues, the election interference that comes from these people. This type of grandstanding is really good for getting people all excited, but there are very serious issues, attacks on the First Amendment, where they're working with government and other agencies to constrain speech, and that needs addressing by these people if they want to be taken seriously.
I have 10 seconds, Josh. You think some bill is coming out of all this?
So there was common ground, common anger, but there's no consensus on what to do about it, and that's what Molly's talking about. You have all these different proposals, none of them has the likelihood of passing Congress, and that's that we're going to see a lot of anger and not a lot of gridlock on this front.
All right, Ben, thank you. Tomorrow on Special Report, our Common Ground segment features two congressmen, both military veterans, discussing bipartisan approach to Iran, also raising some questions about the defense secretary. Remember, if you can't catch us live, Central UPR, 6 p.m. in the East, 3 p.m. on the West Coast. Thanks for inviting us into your home again tonight. That's it for the Special Report. Fair, balanced, and still unafraid. Ingram Angle is now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Laura Ingram. This is Ingram Angle from Washington tonight. Pro-life activists are facing over a decade behind bars for a peaceful protest, and tonight, one of them is here to speak out against Biden's DOJ. But first, Trump, Trump, Trump. That's the focus of tonight's angle. Oh, some major polling dyspepsia for liberals today. A Bloomberg Morning Consult poll showing that Trump is leading Biden handily in 7 key swing states. And in 4 states that Trump lost in 2020, he's now winning in 2024. Wisconsin, where billionaires are spending huge for Joe, Trump's up by 5. Pennsylvania, look out, he's up by 3. Nevada, a state run by Democrats, 4 Democrats, Trump's trouncing Biden by 8 points. Ditto in Georgia. Trump's got North Carolina by 10 points and Michigan by 5. In Arizona, he's up by 3. Well, turns out that overwhelming the country with millions of demanding, ungrateful, and dangerous migrants isn't such a good campaign strategy after all. Who would have thought that? Now, remember when Democrats used to cry about how we had to help all the poor migrants who are hiding in the shadows? Gonna bring them out of the shadows, give them jobs. Well, they ain't hiding anymore. Instead, they're brutally attacking New York cops who are doing their jobs. We're gonna have more on this later in the show. But just look at these thugs. Now, no one is blaming Republicans for this, Joe. And most people are smart enough to see right through the phony border bill that your stooges cooked up in the Senate to give you political cover. None of it's working. Have you done everything you can do with executive authority? What you're forced to do? Absolutely no more to do. I've asked for the very day I got it all. Give me the border control. Give me the people who give me the people who stop this. Give me the border patrol. What do you think you're doing down there? Now, our own eyes, they just don't deceive us. We all see what's happened to America in just 3 short years under Biden. The drug crisis is ripping through liberal, pro-legalization states. Check out these tragic statistics. In 2019, 280 people died of drug overdoses in Oregon. Fatalities rose every year after, more than tripling by 2022 when 956 people died. The state is still compiling data for 2023, but if the trends continue, there's no reason to doubt they aren't, the total would reach 1,250 deaths from an overdose. Now, Biden's people are supposedly negotiating a deal with China to stop killing our citizens with fentanyl. Well, wait for those details. Now, of course, we know about the increase in violent psychosis and schizophrenia in young users of marijuana. Look what happened with that California woman who went on a stabbing rampage crazy on weed. And Biden's answer to this isn't to toughen the laws, it's to deschedule marijuana as a less dangerous drug. Nice going. Just what we need. More slackers, more street zombies, more deaths. Oh, and Bidenomics? Well, people prefer Trump. All the polls show it. And so all but the most diehard leftists know that with Joe Biden as our figurehead president, we're going down the tubes fast. And rather than do what was required to turn things around, Democrats are taking talking points from proven losers like Liz Cheney.
Do you believe if Donald Trump were elected next year that he would try to stay in office beyond a second term? That he would never leave office? There's no question.
Oh
you
my
think
God.
he would try to stay in power forever? Absolutely. Never leave.
Now, rather than changing policies, Democrats are banking on Nikki Haley.
How has Trump changed politics?
He's made it chaotic. He's made it self-absorbed.
Nikki Haley, you a goof
He's
troop.
made people dislike him, judge each other. And he's just toxic.
What's the windshield microphone? That's very profound, Nikki. Did you learn that in all of those UN breakout sessions? Well, rather than demanding Biden fire his incompetent staff like Secretaries Austin and Mayorkas, Democrats are putting their faith in lawfare. And of course, the media is caught cheerleading, not reporting on the sham civil and criminal cases against Trump.
New polling this morning that reveals Donald Trump is leading President Biden in every closely watched swing state. But the former president has one major Achilles heel. He loses the majority of voters in those key states if he is found guilty of the multitude of charges against him.
Well, that headline about swing state voters is all they got. We'll see about that. Well, here's the bottom line. As of today, Trump remains the dominant figure in American politics. In fact, he holds the largest lead of any Republican presidential contender since 2004. It's 20 years. Biden, Schumer, and McConnell cooked up that bogus immigration deal to fund Ukraine and help Biden. But it's Trump's view of it that will ultimately carry the day. Because he actually did have the border under control by the end of his term.
Help the Republicans and the Democrats don't make a bad border deal, because a bad border deal will be worse than no deal at all. You don't need a deal to tighten up the border and to make it secure. I had this most secure border in history. I didn't have a deal, I didn't have a bill.
Yeah, but he has credibility on this. So, look, we have a choice. We can continue to stagger with Biden down this path of decline, or we can begin to move confidently and proudly toward policies that will deliver more prosperity and more security for all of us. After more than 3 years now, it's obvious that Biden and his allies are better at complaining and doing skits on SNL than actually governing. So let's get the real grown-ups back in charge. Let's fix the economy, stand up to China, secure the border, and yeah, why not? Make America great again. And that's the end. All right, this is the first time this has ever happened. We have Scott Squared. Joining you now is South Carolina Senator Tim Scott and Florida Senator Rick Scott. asylum standard once they're here. What happens to them in that 90 days, Senator?
Well, they're coming in. They'll probably give work permits. You never know. Think about this. This can't be a good deal. Otherwise, they show it to us. Where's the text? Why can't they put out the text? And McConnell has said we cannot tie border security to Ukraine aid. So we got a lawless administration. Biden's not going to comply with anything. So if we don't tie it to something he wants, nothing's going to happen. He'll just violate the law just like he's done. And we don't need a bill.
To the American people, they know Senator Scott from South Carolina that we don't need a bill. We need a president who actually wants a border.
Absolutely, we were better off with Trump. Our border was secure under President Trump. It is wide open, unsafe, insecure under Joe Biden. Here's the worst of it. Last month, Laura, just last month, as many people cross our border illegally as were born in America. As many people cross our border illegally, 10,000 a day, as were born in our country. That's 10,000 a day. We're having as many illegal immigrants cross our border as we are legally born Americans. This invasion is insane. We need 4 more years of Donald Trump to secure our border. He's done it once. He will do it again. Let's get it started.
We need massive deportations of people.
Absolutely.
Do we not? I feel like it costs a lot. No, it costs a lot more to keep 10 million people here who shouldn't be here.
We have to secure the border. And if you're not here legally, go home. You've got to go home. And we can't just continue to open the border. And by the way, we can't pass a bill that possibly would make it harder for Trump to do his job.
Well, you know that's what the language is going to be. This is how it's always written, and it was written by Schumer's people, I understand. It's been written for 4 months. Why did they refuse to share the text of the bill, anything about the bill, or meet with the Speaker of the House? Why did they not do that?
Well, first of all, they don't care about the House. I mean, they want to try to cram this down. I've been up here 5 years. Here's how it works. Since Biden took office, Schumer and McConnell get together. They decide a bill. They don't give us any time to review it. Right? They give it to us expected that day. And if you don't vote for it, then you don't care about that issue. No amendment votes, nothing. They just try to cram
48 hours to read 1,200 pages.
Look at the omnibus. It was 3 times the size of the Bible, 1.7 trillion. They wanted to vote on it that day when they gave it to us at 1:30 in the morning.
This is simple. Remember when I was here? You got to pass the bill to know what's in it. Not again. Every single Republican should be absolutely positive and unequivocally a no, because you can't read something you don't have.
Well, Mitch McConnell is now saying he wants to separate Ukraine and the border. Basically, he said that today. But even we have the soundbite. Let's play it.
Had a lot of discussion, obviously, about the border around here, but it's important to focus on the other
keep right to I-20 East, then keep left.
Hopefully, we can work this border issue out in a way that's satisfactory, but there's bipartisan support here in the Senate for both Israel and Ukraine.
Well, that's what it's really about, is it not? It's all about the money for
Be in neither of the 2 left lanes.
Why are we passing things when we know the House won't pass?
Because it's a sham. They know it's not going to pass. I really believe that.
Well, there's no doubt that it won't pass in rule number 2. Why would we be more concerned
Continue
about
on
securing Ukraine's border than America's border? If there's no America, the city on the hill dies. The whole world suffers. We have to secure our own people and create an economy the world marvels at.
Senator Scott, President Biden is going to East Palestine, Ohio, a year after that train derailment. I mean, he's looking at the polls that I discussed in the angle, is he not? He's in deep, we didn't even get into Ohio. I think he's down, 12 points in Ohio.
You can't beat Trump. The biggest issue is the border. He secured the border. The next issue is the economy. We had a great economy. The third issue is we don't want to be in war all over the world. Look at the world. It's a disaster right now, all because this is Biden's plan. It's not working. Laura?
The mayor of East Palestine said Joe Biden can come in January 2025 when he's no longer president.
Well, I could say, Senator Scott, the attempt to bail out Joe Biden by the plutocrats and a lot of these people you know, big money donors, and they're maybe friends of yours, friends of mine, shoveling money to Nikki Haley to keep this charade going, and she's just trying to savage Trump every stop she gets. I don't believe President Trump should even mention her name going forward. I wouldn't even talk about her.
No, he's going to win. He's way ahead. It's not even close. He did this. You can't beat him. He did this. He's easily going to win the primary. I don't know why she's staying in the race, but he's going to easily win the presidency because he has a plan. He did it. Biden is a disaster. Everything he's done is a disaster. Trump's going to win big.
We're doing a town hall on February 20th with President Trump in South Carolina. In your home state.
Am I invited?
Well, of course you're invited. So what's going to happen in South Carolina? That's, is that for Waterloo finally? Or?
Well, it's simple. It's my state. I love South Carolina. God bless the great state of South Carolina.
Amen.
Trump
Yes,
by
sir, Tim Scott.
25 in her home state. Listen, if you secure the border, you protect Social Security. She suggested that you should means test Social Security. Our man, Trump, will protect our seniors on Social Security.
She said just the 20, people in their 20s. She kind of backed away from it, right?
If you start anywhere, you start
correcting
everywhere.
everybody on the record there.
Every single senior citizen wants to be secure in the retirement. Trump does that. We want to be safe in our homes. We have law and order. We want a Biden economy. No way in the world do we want a Biden economy. We want Trump. Tax cuts, opportunity zones, and more opportunities for every American.
Senators Scott, thank you both for being with us. Great to see you. You should have been in the House. I'm putting you back in the House. I don't know why. Senate Majority Leader soon, I hope. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, exactly. Great to see you both. Thanks so much. A U.S. official telling Fox News the U.S. has carried out a self-defense strike targeting and destroying multiple projectiles that the Houthis were preparing to launch at commercial ships just in the last hour. Now, this is the 12th time the U.S. has conducted strikes against the Houthis in Yemen since January 11th, and the second in just under about 24 hours. Now, this is completely separate from the looming response to the drone attack that killed the 3 soldiers and injured 40 others in Jordan on Sunday. This was a unilateral U.S. strike. We're staying on it. We'll bring you any developments. Now, coming up, migrants attacking police officers in Times Square, and 6 bodies turn up in a California district.
Crying about.
What looks like a cartel killing.
Are you moving? Visit ChooseWarner.com to see opportunities available with us today. That's ChooseWarner.com.
If your goals this year include getting healthier, you should start by taking a closer look at your water. You'd be surprised to find out how many impurities are in tap water. Everything from viruses to lead, PFAS, pesticides, and other contaminants. No one wants that. What you do want is healthy drinking water, and it starts with Aquasana. Aquasana water filters remove contaminants and leave you with cleaner, healthier, odor-free, great-tasting water. You'll enjoy an immediate difference with every drop. With everything from whole house systems to under-sink units, Aquasana's high-performance water filtration systems are low maintenance and eco-friendly. Aquasana has more than 15,000 five-star reviews from customers like you who want to drink with confidence. Visit Aquasana.com today and use promo code SXN to get up to 50% off select systems. That's AQUASANA.com. Promo code SXN for up to 50% off. Aquasana, a healthier you. Devastating. If your workplace falls victim, Paul Davis Restoration knows speed is of the essence in getting you back to business quickly. Paul Davis Restoration has been restoring residential and commercial properties for more than 55 years, with locations across North America. Paul Davis Restoration leads the industry with advanced technology to reduce its response time, allowing your business to continue with minimized interruption. When your commercial property has disaster damage, contact Paul Davis Restoration at pauldavis.com. The difference makers.
When you look around your home, what makes you smile? Personal touches, beautiful light, lines, colors, things of quality that enhance your life. California Closets specializes in making space for what belongs, with richly textured finishes and quality materials that last. From the bedroom to the pantry to the mudroom, everything we do is custom designed, built, and installed by people who take pride in serving you. Think of it as practical magic. Book your free design consultation today at CaliforniaClosets.com.
Move out of your parents' place, you could really cut expenses bundling your current renter's insurance with Progressive, which is good because your little brother has gotten really territorial. You're blood related. You'd think it would be fine to share food in the fridge. I mean, who wastes their name on every individually wrapped slice of cheese, Tyler? Still, you've got to admire the commitment. So bundle your renter's and car insurance with Progressive and use the savings to help you move out and have all the cheese you want. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company coverage provided expressly for these and third-party insurers. Not available in all states.
Dog parents are loving Nature's Blend premium dog food.
The way she acts is just so much better. It's like a puppy again. It's unbelievable.
I'm so confident your dog will love it. Your order is backed with a 90-day guarantee.
Save up to 54% off Nature's Blend and get a free bag of delicious beef liver treats. Go to drmartypets.com/CNN or text CNN to 511-511. Text CNN to 511-511. All pets are unique. Your pets results can and will vary. Message and data rates may apply. Studies available upon request.
CNN Primetime has the day's biggest stories and the night's most essential reporting with a new lineup. Aaron Burnett, Anderson Cooper, Caitlin Collins, Abby Phillip, and Laura Coates. Weeknights starting at 7 on CNN, Sirius XM 116.
Tonight, a quote, union buster, scab, and insurrectionist. That's what a top Teamsters executive is calling Trump as the former president meets with the union. Trump is trying to get a big endorsement, and make no mistake, an endorsement from a major union, Teamsters union, would be unprecedented. Vice President at large, John Palmer, will be my guest in a moment, though refused to attend the union meeting today with Trump. This is just days after Palmer sent a letter to the Teamsters president, Sean O'Brien, where he argued that Trump should not be welcomed by the 1.3 million member union, saying in part, quote, he's a known union buster, scab, and insurrectionist. We should never entertain dialogue with a candidate with some anti-union record. John Palmer is now out front. So, John, we understand this meeting happened today, and I know you chose not to go. Trump called the meeting, quote, very strong. He sounds very confident that the Teamsters will endorse him. Obviously, your union, 1.3 million Americans are a member of your union. What have you heard about what happened in that meeting today?
Well, I saw a list of questions. There were a lot of tough questions to ask concerning where he stood and what he might do in his next term. But my sense is, we already know who this man is. You judge people by the actions that they take, right? And all the things that I said, scab, union buster, insurrectionist.
You are an idiot.
Beyond a doubt. He crossed the picket line with the IOTC people. He hired union buster. He's staffed the Department of Labor, the National Labor Relations Board, which affects us greatly because I'm an organizer and I've had to deal with the labor board. And as far as the insurrection goes, we all saw what happened. And there's folks that want to somehow dress that up as a vacation day for some folks, and that's very unfortunate.
Do you think, though, from what you're hearing from your peers and your union, those of you running the union, do you think Trump really has a chance at getting this endorsement?
I would say zero. I don't believe he does have a chance. I was disappointed in the appearance, particularly the press conference that occurred after the meeting. I think it sends out a sort of, it was in my letter where I suggested that it's a tacit endorsement. He is not going to do anything for labor. He never has done anything for labor. Frankly, he's not a trustworthy individual.
So after the meeting today, you talked about how he spoke, but he was asked about your criticism specifically, and I wanted to play part of that exchange. Here it is.
One of the Teamsters executive board members objected to your visit today, calling you a known union buster, scab, and insurrectionist. What's your response?
They're wrong about that. I've dealt with unions for my whole life. I've had a great relationship with unions.
So what do you say to that, John? And you've looked at his history with unions. Great relationship with unions, he says.
I think we know about Donald Trump's long history and inability to tell the truth. I mean, I just laid out exactly why I said
tell the truth. You're gonna see
and he's guilty of all these things. It's fact. Your knuckles are going to bleed. So I know folks live in information bubbles and take on different viewpoints, but we all need to look for truth. And as leaders, it's incumbent upon us to tell the truth to our members. Now, I served in the military. I'm very proud of that service. My whole family did. I also believe that I lost an uncle in Korea who I never knew, but people died so we could have the right to disagree. I'm fine with people having a different viewpoint, but as a leader, it's my responsibility to lay the facts out for folks. And this is for working men and women in general. Let's go beyond unions. Everything, the good things that happen with unions transfer into the non-union workplace. Yes, go ahead.
So, well, no, I know, obviously, you made it clear that you don't support Trump, actually, that you do support Biden, but I want to ask you something about your union itself, right? And just what's happened in this country in terms of, political shifts, right? 1.3 million members, as I mentioned a moment ago. Our Harry Anton's been going through the numbers, and, he's pointed out that the Democratic edge with union voters has declined dramatically, right? In 1948, it was a 62-point edge, 21 points now in 2020. So do you worry that a lot of people in your union simply don't see it this way, that they would be happy to have the union endorse Trump?
I think it is a cause for concern, and I think, sometimes as we rise in the ranks of leadership, we become disconnected from the membership, and as an organizer, a person who education is everything. Yeah. And instead of endorsing somebody or playing footsie with somebody who clearly isn't going to work in our best interests, we should be out there talking to our members. The facts are pretty clear as to why this man should not get our endorsement. I certainly will make one.
All right. Well, thank you very much, John. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And next, Mark Zuckerberg making a public apology to parents, but right after he said he was sorry, he then said this.
The existing body of scientific work has not shown a causal link between using social media and young people having worse mental health outcomes.
Okay, well, sure. Well, a doctor has long studied the impact of social media on daylight. But DC's Attorney General says enforcing the law, well, not the answer.
We as a city and a community need to be much more focused on prevention and surrounding young people and their families with resources. If we want to be safer in the long run, we cannot prosecute and arrest our way out of it.
I like the guy wearing the mask on the left. He's keeping himself safe. All right, joining me now, Commander Dale Brown, founder of Detroit Urban Survival Training Threat Management Center. All right, Commander, you teach people how to protect themselves. This former Trump official, and this is such a heartbreaking story. He was driving on K Street, very busy, well-traveled, seemingly safe area of D.C. on 9th Street and K Street, 9th and K. Stopped to pick up his wife. Someone jumped in his car, shot him in the head to take the car. What's your piece of advice for people who just happen to be, going to pick up their family members in a city like D.C.?
Well, this can happen in any city or any place that's not a city, because there are violent people that are amongst us, and in some cases these people are mentally challenged. In other places, in other situations, they're just confused and think they're attacking a certain person when they got the wrong person. Either way, the problem is that we, the people that would be the victims, we tend to not think that our safety is our own concern and it's our own responsibility. In reality, we are our own bodyguard. It is vital that every one of us takes every opportunity to learn how to create safety for ourselves and our families.
Well, what does that mean? Specifically, what do you do? Like, keep your car doors locked, I would imagine. Don't leave your car's doors unlocked or unlock them for anybody who is not, your passenger.
Well, in that situation, it's very important to be patient in your environment. And in that case, clearly the person was in the environment, so they would need to see that person at a time, reading their body language, and avoid that point of contact. And that means you have to be totally aware of your area.
Yeah, and look around. Dale, the Washington Post published some carjacking tips. I'd like to get your reaction to them. They said to drive in the center lane, keep your doors locked while you're driving, try to travel with someone else, and don't give up your car. What are your thoughts?
Well, those are definitely some good things you can do. Some other things you can do is to make sure that you have tinted windows, so that if you have that legally in your state. Also, again, maintaining what's called an exit point. That means when you look over the front of your car, you can see the concrete behind the tires on the vehicle in front of you, so you can accelerate out of position very quickly if people begin to rush you. But again, you have to pay attention to your environment as well. And you may want to drive in the far left lane. That's the key to stopping a vehicle is stopping the driver. So you want to keep the driver as safe as possible, keep them away from the ways in which other people can take advantage of them and shoot them. And that's one of the key things that you need to do as a driver, is to make sure that the driver is as safe as possible at all times.
Well, Dale, I know a lot of people in D.C. since the Supreme Court decision who aren't really big gun people are getting trained to be able to defend themselves. And a lot of them are women, because people feel very unsafe in this city.
Yes. And
you would think the capital of the country would be the most safest place.
Having understanding psychology, understanding laws, and having the skills necessary to keep you and your family safe. Essentially, you become your own bodyguard when we are aware that, in reality, that's what we have to do. And so that's what we teach: psychology, law, and skill and order. So you can read body language at a time. You have the decision of the criminal element, and also understanding the laws that pertain to defending yourself and your family. This is very important. So knowing the laws of the land that you live in, vital no matter where you live in the world, especially here in the United States, the laws are very different in each area. So understanding how to defend yourself is very important.
Yeah, don't bring a gun into a federal property zone. You go 5 years in jail automatically, I believe. Dale, thank you so much. Scary times. All right, Biden's DOJ throwing the book at conservatives while giving left-wing fanatics a free pass. Pro-life activists are facing over a decade behind bars for a peaceful protest. We're going to talk to one of them next.
Truck drivers, start 2024 off right by joining Schneider. As a Schneider driver, you'll enjoy our award-winning benefits package, state-of-the-art equipment, and a comprehensive pay package that recognizes all your hard work. Plus, as one of America's busiest carriers, we'll keep you busy all year long. Don't wait. Start your new year strong by exploring our industry-leading selection of driving jobs at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Harris 30% vinegar is the ultimate multi-purpose cleaner. With the cold and flu season here, you can trust Harris to do the deep cleaning you need. It contains no dyes or harsh chemicals and is 6 times stronger than regular vinegar. Clean your entire home. Simply dilute Harris 30% vinegar to clean stainless steel appliances, glass, sealed hardwood floors, tile, and even brighten and deodorize laundry. Deep clean your home this cold and flu season with Harris 30% vinegar. Find Harris 30% vinegar at the Home Depot.
Alright, I'm about to get up off here. I'm gonna go over there in the comment section of Willie's Club. I'll be easy and take it easy.
Now there's a way to invest in high cash flow real estate without all the hassle that rental property investors face. The RV industry has exploded to 114